It's my life. Every day of my life.
Yeah.
My life. My life.
Say I'm good. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. Boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now.
Yeah, I be smoking Vannas, drinking Dom P, thinking beyond deeper than Gandhi. While I'm on the yacht, counting G's, smoking trees. I'm about to be a billionaire, dipped in frizz gear, flicking $100 bills in the air. Bogard and Triangle, they getting money too. It's what we do. Provide for our families like the Kennedys and the Carters do. Like Sean and B, rhyme with D. Greatest of the all time, like Mike Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, in they prime. Y'all haters still can't take our shine, shine, shine. Like every day of my life, I stay high, floating through them smoke clouds. 3K.
I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my worth, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. A boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. Slow and low like the chorus, smoke a forest like a wildfire. Sip on liquors in between, feeling like the golden child. Going up on some golden suds, rolling up on some potent bud. It's a daily situation where we come from. If you really know what's up, then you would get some. But no knots do not beat the same drum. I prefer cognac, but I will take rum. I prefer IPA, but I will go bud. Anything goes in the San Jose slums. San Jose slums, this shit is better than hot. Man, this shit is well done, done. 808 kick drums make the girlies get done. This is the new drink, it's smoke and smoke anthem.
They call Bogey Sky free when they want smoke. I ain't talking about beef, I'm talking about that dope. Shipping out peas, flying elbows. No wrestling, but we off the top rope. Work fresh off the boat, packs on the plane. Then we back on the road, going state to state. Money, pussy, good weed, all I need in life. Call it blasphemous, I get stoned like Jesus Christ. As the Lord he'll vouch that we bout scratch. Who hear the noise, me and my boys pushing loud packs. Getting high till my day ends. Cheaper apes, the day Carpe Diem. Every day of my life, I get high, I get high. Every day of my life, I get high. It's beautiful. Scott, Prime, First off, I'm always in pocket. I'm more cocky than arrogant when I rock it. I'm like a funky experiment they concocted. But now I'm kamikaze in the cockpit. Pause. Fuck the game on my cock stiff. Fuck your side and your main for pillow talking. What part of the game is this? Is no code. I can't believe that it came to this. No holds barred, Bogard, scot free. I brought the block. No carbon copy, the one and only we rock. I heard the view is sick, but it's lonely at the top. Push work, steady working against the hands on the clock. I keep my head tilt, in case anybody watching. I ain't trying to get pilt. In case anybody talking, anybody guts spilt. Best believe I'm plotting, best believe blood spilt. Get body, get killed. I'm always on some fuck how you felt. Cause when you push soft, can't be soft like felt. Shining dipped in water like Phelps. Meanwhile, they still crying over spilt milk. Such a shame, though. One of the many reasons why me and you ain't the same, no. Go getter, I'm leaving with what I came for. No lactose, milk and shit for the Sanho. Louis.
Yeah, you know. What up, though? You got Herb Gotti, Herb the Block, Herb whatever you wanna call me. What's up, Bogard? Here we go. To be the shit on the MIC, it takes more than the dope beat. But goddamn, my man, you fucking did it again. Prime one fam, banging from here.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
What's going on, man? It's the motherfucking Real Fantasy Playmaker Wednesday, man. Fuck hump day, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all see in the comments. Shout out to my big brother Derek, man. He said he ain't heard that intro in a minute. But well, guess what, man? We motherfucking back, bro. Shout out to my dog Derek and everybody that's in the motherfucking chat. The whole motherfucking 420 crew. You know what I mean? My name is Guccini JD. Hard to start JD, a.k.a. the backwood roller out of the 420 crew. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the NFL draft recap show. You know what I mean? My main dog right here, the motherfucking hardest working man in the motherfucking industry, the motherfucking fantasy football huss right here in the building, man. You know, 3, 4, 5, 10 shows a day, man. 7 days a week. It'd be 8 days a week if we could, man. 100%, man. Let them niggas know what's going on, big bro.
I was supposed to be backstage. I fucked up clicking all the buttons before we got going here. But yeah, this is what our 4th show of the day, 5th show of the day. Yeah, we're just keeping it grinding.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt, man. The grind don't stop, man. If you don't work, you don't eat, and if you don't grind, you don't shine, man. And that's 100%, man. So the shit is not gonna stop. Next up, we got the motherfucking Spencer, the motherfucking guru, my motherfucking dog, man. Bet.nola.com. I might have fucked that up. One of the hardest working motherfuckers on their team. One of the hardest motherfucking workers in the fantasy industry there is for sure. Giving you nothing but straight isms, man. What's going on to my dog Spencer, the guru, man?
We are the nation of domination. Nation of domination.
Woo! We are the nation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that intro, JD. I think you hit the nail on the head. And yeah, it is bet.nola.com. You got it right.
Oh,
and,
shit.
Yeah, you got it right, big bro. You got it right. So, yeah, we just keeping on grinding, keeping the good fight going. Glad to have the Playmaker band back together tonight to recap this draft. Let's do it.
100%. And with that said, man, let's bring out the man, the myth, the legend, the motherfucking creator of the motherfucking show, the Real Fantasy Playmakers, man. My motherfucking dog, Bogard Scott Free, man. The king of the isms, 100%, man.
Yeah. We rock with no socks on this one. You know what I'm saying? Playmakers back. Oh, this is the first Playmakers from the new hut.
Right, yeah, see the new crib,
yeah.
man. He's looking fresh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm about to, I got the little 85-inch Samsung thing. I ordered that joint, you know what I mean? Plaster right there, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because I don't even think I need to talk loud like I normally do.
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
You know what I mean? What's good? Hey, man, we got the band back together though, right?
Right.
And you know, we had to get the band back together after the 2023 NFL draft closed out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit y'all with all kind of isms. How does it affect your fantasy rosters? Winners, losers, all kind of shit, man. We're gonna hit you with some IDP isms as well for everybody that's rocking with the hustle leagues and the dynasties. You know what I mean? We got 20 of them things popping off with a few more to go. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Shout out to Highsman, sponsor the show. Everybody make sure to go to 420.org. Sign up because you don't want to miss out on this dynasty season. It's dummy ass lit. Redraft around the corner. Playmakers back. Universe give me money. Hey, how y'all feeling?
Yeah.
Fucking great.
How you guys want to work this? You guys just want to kind of start in the first round, maybe talk about some of the relevant fantasy peeps?
Let's do that.
Why don't we just go with the QBs?
Okay, so I thought maybe we'd do position by position, but I'm going with whatever.
Let's start with the 3 QBs and how we think maybe who we think is the best off who might take the longest to blossom. I think I don't know, man. I mean, I'm nervous about Anthony Richardson. I feel like he's like the most likely to bust out of all of these three. None are really in a great position.
Whoa. All right, I'll be the first to push back here then, because I think Richardson's actually in a pretty good spot, being at the coal-fired Shane Steichen as OC, who helped develop Jalen Hurts. You know, he's familiar with grooming a mobile quarterback, and I think Richardson will fit pretty well in that system with JT back there. So teams got to respect the run. And you got Pittman, Pierce, and now the Downs, the other rookie, the receiver, the slot guys, but they're going to have weapons. They got some tight ends. So I think Richardson could do pretty well as a rookie for fantasy. I think for reality purposes, it's going to be pretty rough, but for fantasy, I think he's in a pretty good spot. He's going to run like shit. I mean, Jalen Hurts is a rookie. Wasn't that great as a passer, but he ran like crazy. So he started like the last 6 games of the year, and he was very fantasy relevant.
Oh,
Be a little
okay,
bit rocky for A-Rich to start, but I'm thinking for us fantasy owners, he's going to be pretty nice.
Somebody duly note this. We need to get that boy is a running fool drop.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because A-Rich is definitely that one. Because, I mean, none of Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, or Will Levis were very much runners in college. Levis has that ability. I mean, Young and Stroud do, too. They're all pretty good athletes, but none of them are anywhere close to Richardson as far as that. Richardson's an elite athlete. Like, Richardson, he's going to be pushing Lamar and Fields for most, and Hurts for the most rushing yards for a QB.
Yeah, and I wasn't even. I was only talking about the top 3 because I mean, I don't know, after Levis and Hooker dropping so far, that who knows if they will or not. Is it not PC? If we get the other quote from Forrest Gump, the one where he scores the touchdown, he's like, man, he's got to be the stupidest son of a bitch alive, but he sure is fast.
The motherfucker was still running. He's still running right now, bro. Oh, my mama is. What, he play for Alabama?
Yeah, if it wasn't for Forrest Gump, Alabama might not even be the powerhouse they are today.
Fuck it. Hey, bro, I need a Forrest Gump jersey. Oh, my mama, I'll rock that motherfucker, bro.
The 44?
Oh,
No, he was at Alabama.
Oh, yeah, that was a stupid question.
Was it Alabama?
Yeah.
Everything. No, facts.
Charter, what up? He said just finished a busy semester just in time to draft in fantasy come August. I like it.
Perfect. That's awesome, bro. I feel that because I had to take a little time off to get that 10K in, and so that I got that done, which was a 6.2 miles. That was a grind, but I hit my goal, finished it in under an hour. So now back on this just fantasy all day grind. It's
how was the training for that shit, bro?
Oh, it was tough, B. It was really tough. Like, they had some days where I was questioning it. I was like, man, this is like, I could be drinking right now, just cooling. But I was like, you know what? I got to do this. Like, something in my spirits tell me to just keep pushing. And I'm so glad I did, because when I cracked open that first beer in over 40 days, it was like, damn, this is worth it. This is nice. I accomplished this goal and earned it, man. I had to shake back there after Mardi Gras was down bad, but very much shook back now and ready to rock.
I was on the screen with you the day after one of your benches, and you had to go take an intermission, and then I think the last day of the beer was the 40th day. I think that's the last time I've been on the stream with you. Is about 40 days ago, bro.
Right. Yeah, I think when you were talking about was back like a while ago, like in the morning. I think after I'd gone to a rave or something. But
so
yeah,
said, so you just ran?
I mean, it was a few weeks ago. Albert, pretty much, yeah.
Well, not the quote from Forrest Gump, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that 10K, tell them about how you placed, though, bro. You placed in that thing.
Yeah, I placed really well. I finished in 55 minutes. I forgot my exact place.
Hit the drop.
Oh, yeah, upper 20%.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. How many minutes?
55. Oh, yeah. Oh, I fucked it up.
Hey, you ready to do the Spartan run? Y'all got the Spartan run out there?
Shit, I don't know. I might
have to Google the Spartan run. That shit is a
Hey.
ridiculous ass run. They had it
Yeah,
at one
hey,
of my
check this
parks
out.
before.
Hey, check this out, JD. So Kev, when he met my dad, my Uncle Jamal was with them. My Uncle Jamal is probably like 53, 54 maybe now.
Oh, he's still a young boy.
He's 55, just say that.
55, still a young boy.
Yeah, but check this out. 10 years ago, 2013, he started doing the Spartan races. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And like, bro, when I saw some of his training, like Buddy was running, the 5-gallon jugs. He's just running with those.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Hey,
Yeah,
so the Spartan race, if you qualify for that, they tie that shit into that MTV challenge, the MTV challenge now. Or one of them, I don't know specifically if it's the Spartan race, but it's one of them type of races to where you can try out for the MTV challenge shit. If y'all ever seen the MTV challenge, the TV show where they go across the world and do weird ass challenges like Bogey said, shit like that, jumping out of airplanes, all types of shit.
What's that dude's name? Theo Vaughn. He's a famous comedian / podcaster now. But he came up from doing he did the road rules, the semester at sea. Remember that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then he started doing all the challenges. But like, yeah, those fools were all like yoked up and like on roids and shit, he was saying. Because they're competing for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, no, the pot, they gotta split $1 million now. So the top 3 gotta split $1 million. On my mama on the challenge.
Yeah.
I fuck with that shit tough. I've been fucking with the challenge ever since that shit dropped.
Hey, my girl, we probably fell off that joint like when they stopped doing road rules in real world. Because then they started just bringing in like influencers and now apparently Spartan contenders. You know what I mean? Like it's about to be.
They opened it up to the world. So now what they got too is other reality shows on other continents and shit like that and shit. Oh my mama. That shit clean though, bro. Them motherfuckers, they be going, them motherfuckers be training hard for that shit, bro. Because if you don't train, bro, it's gonna show on camera that she wasn't ready.
Oh yeah, you gotta train. That's what I was thinking. Like, if I wouldn't have trained for that race, like I'd have been so fucked. Like, I had people that were like, I could tell they weren't as ready. They were kind of tailing off. But like at the end, I just fucking pushed it like the last mile to get it under the hour. Because like for a while I was going at about the same pace and I almost slowed it down. But then I was like, you know what? This is last mile. I gotta give it all I have. Like this is it. This is what I've been training for. Empty the tank. And so just emptied that shit and got the time I wanted.
When I was in the 7th grade, I was probably like $125, but $130 at best. And like I ran track. My fastest mile, if I'm just doing the 1 mile, was 5:20. Right? Woo! But like that was just 1 mile, and that was my fastest ever. You know what I mean? But like, so you probably average about 6 minutes a mile, something like that.
No, I wasn't quite that good, but it was pretty good. It was a little under 9.
Okay, I'm really poor at math. All right.
We all are.
Hey, if you did a mile in 9 minutes, I'd do a mile in probably about 30 minutes. No, I wouldn't even try it right now, bro. It'd be a wrap.
Yeah. I'd probably be a good trainer though. I'd just be like, come on, dig.
They had people along the route that were like motivation. Like they were like screaming, "Oh, y'all got it!" Yeah, like they were cheering. They had like beer in their hand, like cheering us on.
Yeah, right. Hey, that's me. Hey, you motherfucking right.
That Nola spirit pushed me through.
Oh yeah, but going back to that guy Theo Vaughn, I was talking about. He's from Lafayette, Louisiana. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
Yeah, but we on quarterbacks, right?
Yeah. So it was Guru. So what do you think about your top 3? Like what like drafting for Dynasty? I mean, we're in multiple rookie drafts, but what's the order you're drafting in? And you got confidence in all of them if they were like your first rookie pick?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty easy for me. I'd say Richardson 1 because of the rushing. 2 Young. I feel like Young actually for Dynasty might be a little bit better than Richardson. If you're playing like the super long game, I think like 5 years from now, Young might be the best one. I mean, Richardson is definitely the best one for the short term, and I think he could end up pretty good for the long term. I like the system fit there in Indy, so I still go with him one. But Young in Carolina, I think is going to work out pretty well, even though he's undersized. He can make all the throws, and smaller quarterbacks are being able to get it done nowadays, unlike the old days where it's like, oh, you got to be over 6 feet. So with the game being more about finesse.
Kyler Murray begs to differ.
Well, I know he's had his share of injuries, but when Kyler Murray's on the field, that motherfucker's pretty nice. I mean, when he's on the field, he's nice. So yeah, Bryce Young, I think will be good. And then Stroud, definitely 3 over Levis. But the thing that concerns me with Stroud, and when hopefully Peacock can come on to break down Stroud further about the fit with the Texans. I just don't know about the Texans. The Texans still scare me. They brought in a lot of weapons, but none of them are that great. They're gonna have to keep building through the draft. What up, Hess?
Yeah, smoking up cannabis guardian angel.
Yes, speak them into existence.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as Stroud, they just don't really have the weaponry right now, and I'm not really confident in their front office. I like the Miko Ryans. I think they're in pretty good hands coaching wise, but will they make the right personnel decisions? I'm not too sure on that. And Stroud is a guy that even at Ohio State, he just didn't run much, so he's not going to really offer much rushing. And if their weaponry is not that great, I'm just concerned that he's going to have a lot of dud performances. And if he's not giving you that rushing floor, I wouldn't really feel confident in him like as an anchor QB. I mean, in Superflex, you like him as a 2 or 3, but to me, there's kind of a drop-off after Richardson and Young. If I don't get Richardson or Young, hell, I'd probably take Jahmyr Gibbs over C.J. Stroud.
What about you, Guccini? Break down the top 3 rookie QBs.
Well, I love what's been said about Richardson for sure, and I think you can even count on him for the long term for sure. But I got to put Stroud above Bryce. I think that what Stroud can do from the pocket, even with some subpar weaponry out there, if they can protect him with the highest paid offensive tackle, which is Laramie Tunsil, you got slight of a running game there. They did invest. You brought in Noah Brown on a 1-year deal. You still you get John Minchie back this year. Dalton Schultz on a 1-year deal. You know what I mean? They do have some type of weaponry out there. And with him, being able to sit back from the pocket and be able to deliver, and with fucking Bryce Young, they're going to have to manufacture lanes and all types of other shit. And, we can argue whose weaponry is better in Carolina and Houston. And it might just be an even take, the Spider-Man meme where he like this and the other one like that. You know what I mean? That's what it really might be.
It's bad for both of them with their weapons. I think so.
Say that again.
It's bad for both of them with their weapons. Neither one of them got solid weapons.
Right.
My thing, like Spence said, probably has the best weapons out of everyone right now. Out of those 3, anyways.
Yeah. But one thing about Carolina is, PFF, they say they got one of the top 10 run offensive lines in the game right now. Yeah. So, Bryce, that's one thing that he get to lean on too, even though you bringing in Miles Sanders. But one thing about that is he reunited with Deuce Staley. And so, when in his rookie season, that's when he had the 800. So we might get unlock Miles Sanders, which could help. You know what I mean? So it's just a wash. I love both of the quarterbacks, but I'm in love with Richardson for sure, bro. And even though I had the 1-on-1 and didn't take him, I had to go ahead and take Bijan just based on that. I'm going to do some quarterback hoarding come a little bit more, for the years to come. So hopefully I hit on this quarterback and maybe it can sell a couple more moves in the 14, more players.
The only thing I'm gonna say before we kick it to Bogey is I'd be nervous if any one of these 3 were my number 2 quarterbacks going into like week 1. Like, much rather have them as a 3rd or 4th QB. I wouldn't be selling off pieces to try to get one of these guys right now to think that week 1 they're gonna help me compete.
I will say my favorite of the bunch is got to be Richardson because you know, just to echo everything that y'all said. But I am gonna say I felt the same way about Lance. You know what I mean? Like the athletic QBs. You know what I'm saying? Like at least we know with guys like Richardson or even with guys like Lance. Why he reminds me of a Lance is because they're going to be in a system that's going to highlight everything they do well. At least that's what we'd assume, right? Like for me, I would be like, oh, RG3 was the shit. You know, they got a mobile QB playbook for Lance with Shanahan, and then in this case with Indy, you got Shane Steichen was the OC, one of the architects for Jalen Hurts in the past couple of years. So there's that. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And I love low hanging fruit because it's low hanging for reasons. A lot of times it's just that, that's, you know what I mean? Let's get it. You feel me? But
yeah, a lot of times
you gotta wait on him.
Yeah. If I know we're talking, you know, if we're just talking redraft, yeah, definitely don't go crazy and take Richardson in the top 10 rounds. Need somebody you get as a, you know, just take a flyer there at the end, and you know, kind of like with Lance his rookie year, you just take a flyer, and if it don't work out, oh well, it's just your second quarterback. The people that were pulling up Trey Lance early as a rookie and expecting him to be their QB1 were freaking morons. I mean, so for real. I mean, I had people taking him over Aaron Rodgers that year, and Aaron Rodgers, and that was this back-to-back MVP season, and they were pulling up Trey fucking Lance over Aaron Rodgers coming off an MVP season. Make that.
But that's what I'm saying though. Is that's what scares me about Richardson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that they might get hyped too much, like the Smitties of the world are gonna be like Anthony Richardson, top 12 as a rookie, and then it's gonna gas up his ADP.
Well, he plays in the shitty leagues that are still like 4 points per touchdown, you know, like all shit like that. But that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, the hype train with Anthony Richardson. I mean, is he gonna take the next step as a passer like hella quick? Like that's what makes me nervous about him for like. I mean, dynasty for redraft, whatever, because he wasn't really the most accurate passer, and he's definitely going to have to improve that.
Oh, yeah, he's young, he's raw, like.
He's in the best situation out of everybody, though. You know, that run game is definitely going to get to where the play action is going to make it to where, you know, it's one-on-one coverage. When you got a big Michael Pittman out there, you got an Alec Pierce.
He's got a big mouth, Derek.
We know Derek loves Smitty. He's like, why you got to come for my boy Smitty, though?
I mean, he just does what he does. I don't hate Smitty. I just call him out, though, because he's got a big mouth and he talk a lot of shit. You got to be able to take it.
Hey, somebody tell Smitty I said he sucks at what he does. But, you know what I mean? Tell him I specifically said it. But also, you know what I mean? I tell him I'll give him props because I don't know how he keeps duping motherfuckers to keep following his wrong shit.
Because he's loud. People like a loud motherfucker that like screams at him.
You know, people don't like me much.
You gotta yell more. That's the you gotta yell more. Oh, I'm telling you. Hey, Richardson, drop up them. Oh.
What
was that?
Yeah, megaphone. Anthony Richardson. I can't do it.
Hey,
oh my
he
God.
does do that though. He gets a megaphone, bro. Like,
yeah, you're out there. He does.
Hear my bad take even louder.
Top 5 running backs. Bijan Robinson, the 101. I really hope he doesn't curse Bijan Robinson.
Hey, bro, he's so funny when he does shit like that though, because it's like, oh, really?
Why don't we just get into that right now? Because I mean, these running backs like Gibbs and Bijan, I mean, they're being hyped up like nobody's business. And as far as like being drafted, we haven't seen 2 top 12 drafted RBs in a while. 2017 was with Lenny and CMC. And even then, like I remember Lenny got hurt. CMC was okay as a rookie, but he didn't even score a touchdown like as a rookie. So, super like
Alvin Kamara was the rookie to own that year.
Yeah.
And Dalvin Cook get injured, but he was good when he played.
I mean, and then Joe Mixon, he was like blah that year too, but that whole class was dope. Kareem Hunt, Joe Mixon, CMC.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt was really good as a rookie.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Hunt
he
and
was-
Kamara were the top running backs. And then also had Aaron Jones and Jamali Mall. were in
Aaron
that
Jones,
class.
Jamali Mall Williams, Samaje P. Ryan. You know what I mean? That, hell of people came from that class, bro. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I think Eckler, was a UDFA out of that class.
Eckler was a
What is
UDFA
that?
that year.
17?
Yeah, 17. Chris Carson was in that joint. He
Yeah.
had a great rookie year. He had over 1,000.
Sixth rounder.
Oklahoma State done put out a lot of motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, they had that
Oklahoma State don't
receiver
play.
run there when they were putting out like Dez Bryant and the one did it Blackman. He had the PEDs. He didn't
Oh yeah,
end up
Justin,
anything.
no, he failed completely.
Yeah, he was a complete bust. I mean, hell, at least
Hey,
Josh
somebody
Gordon
asked-
had one good year. Blackman didn't do anything.
With Justin Blackman, right?
Yeah, he's one of the biggest busts in NFL history.
Yeah. Somebody asked us about him not too long ago. And I hadn't heard that name in like 10 years. Actually, has it been
Right,
that
yeah, I think
long?
that was around 10. I think it was 2014 when he got drafted.
Okay, yeah. Justin Blackman.
I
What
wonder
a
what type
bust.
of dynasty prospect he was coming in to hit to the
Oh, I
draft.
bet he was the like a top
Can't
5
miss.
pick in rookie drafts. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
I got the Justin Blackman. I'm gonna win my shit.
Oh
Right?
my mama.
Total bust.
I mean,
Fuck, bro.
you know what's crazy is not like with receivers, you almost have to have the situation perfect, but good QB or be the only game in town and you get the majority of the target market share and you just get peppered, right? Or then there's DeAndre Hopkins where he gets all that and it don't never matter to the QB. You know what I mean? He had a whole career of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, quarterback proof. Yeah.
Yeah, but then and how long was he with Watson? 3 years?
Yeah, and I mean he put up a little better numbers those
17,
years.
18,
But
19. Oh yeah, 17, 18.
yeah,
19.
those were probably his best years.
Yeah. Still though, I mean,
So
for
it helped a
fantasy,
little bit, but I mean he was still he was elite no matter what.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, those were his best years. 17, 18, and 19. Those were nukes. Although 15, he had a really great year too. And I don't know who the hell it was, probably Trash Weiler and Case Keenum.
It was
no, not Case Keenum.
What was
But Case
that?
Keenum's with him now. I forgot.
What was
Yeah,
that?
that year was nuts.
Trash who?
Oh yeah, Brian Hoyer. It was Brian Hoyer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it was
was
all
saying,
kind of
man,
guys. Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, TJ Yates, Brandon Whedon. Ugh.
That was the Bill O'Brien days too.
And look at this. They got
Was
into
that
the playoffs. They got into the playoffs against the Chiefs, right? Wild card weekend. And the Chiefs opened it up with Niles Davis. Remember him? Niles Davis takes he receives the punt of the kickoff and he runs it all the way home, bro. There's no more right.
Yeah, they lost 30 zip.
Damn.
Yeah, and then the following years when they went up 21-0 on them, they came right back in the following year.
Oh yeah, they smacked. Oh, you know what's crazy?
Wait,
Even
no, that
earlier-
was a few years after because the Chiefs.
That was
had
a
the
few
whole-
years out. I could have swore it was a year
Yeah,
after.
that was 2018, I think.
Yeah, no, because I know what you're talking about though, Guccini, because it was earlier in the season. I think like week 1, 2, or 3 when the Texans played the Chiefs and Alex Smith threw for like 5 on them. You know what I mean? So then when they saw him in the playoffs, they smacked them again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
played
the
him
thing
early.
with it, where they had the big comeback was Watson was the quarterback at this point.
That's
And
what
the
I'm
Texans
talking
got
about.
up to the 21-0 lead, and then the Chiefs had Mahomes though, and then Mahomes.
That was 2019, right?
Yeah.
Or was that 2019?
Oh, 2020.
that was
I already knew
19.
It
Peacock
was either
already.
20. It was 2018, 19, or 20. No, not 20 because
Nah, it
Watson
couldn't have been
got
20.
canceled in 20.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
2019.
It was the same.
2019.
It was the same year that they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was 19.
They were down
It was
double
the,
digits.
it was the 8.
Yeah, it was
It-
19 because they won the division around 51-31.
Damn.
And they were down
I'm trying to
21-0 after the first quarter.
Shit.
Hey, the Texans scored 24 points in that second quarter, and then that was it.
Damn.
Yeah, I think halftime
You
was
okay,
like
Dave?
24-21. And then, oh yeah, it was first quarter 21-0, and then halftime the Chiefs already had the lead. It was 28-24.
Damn.
Chiefs put up 28 fucking points in the second quarter alone. Oh my god, that's when we knew Mahomes was the baby goat at that point.
That's
We're
the
like,
choke artist.
Travis Kelsey caught 3 of the joints.
Is there one in there, though?
First one was Damian Williams.
Everywhere. Go,
And then the next 3 were all Kelsey. 5-yard pass, 6-yard pass, 5-yard pass. That's so funny.
Wow.
Texans could not stop him.
Easy
They should have
money.
triple teamed him, man. Like last night in the Warriors-Lakers game, they freaking doubled Curry and made it anyone but Curry to beat him.
Is there any more?
And sure enough, Jordan Poole missed the joint, so the Lakers won game 1 last night.
They said Jordan Poole shot from half court, I heard.
Oh, yeah, it was a terrible shot. He should have driven in a little more because, I mean, that was, the Warriors choked that. They could have come back, but the Lakers played it smart. They double-teamed Curry and forced someone else to beat him, and Jordan Poole choked.
Man, it was the
But
foul.
can't nobody do nothing with AD down there.
Man, we gave him like 12 points on free throws in that last.
Let me go rush this out. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's SIW, self-inflicted wounds, to where it's like, I mean, Golden State just looks sloppy.
LeBron. I hate the way he walks. I hate the way he talks. I hate his hairline.
I mean, I don't like him either, but I'll be real, Bogey. I cannot stand Draymond Green. I cannot stand Draymond Green. I'm so fucking tired of his act.
I love Draymond Green.
Well, I'm sure you do as a Bay Area native. I'm sorry, but like, oh my gosh, he's so ag to me. Like, I just get so tired. I guess because I'm not a Warriors fan. I'm just like so sick of seeing him. I guess I get annoyed with him because it's like he talks all this crap and he hardly contributes anything scoring wise. I know he's a good defensive player, but he averages like 6 points a game and talks all this shit. I get so tired of him.
Need enforcers out there. I believe they're called enforcers, Gordon.
Hey, Draymond hit for 28 points though the other night though. Not in game 7, but it was in game 6, I think it was. Draymond he hit for like 27 and 5.
Damn.
Yeah,
Second game, Zach said, "Love me some greens." He's saying,
I don't know. And then the thing he did with Sabonis pissed me off. I mean, I know Sabonis kind of kicked at him, but to literally step on him like that was BS. That was dirty.
Hey, you know what? Anyway. I bet you. What's really gas is
I ain't mad with Draymond, bro. Oh my mama.
Yeah, now he's got that podcast.
Dogs like him. It
was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of laughing at it. He did the podcast with KD, and he was putting KD on blast about females, like asking why you ain't got a woman, KD? What's wrong? What's going on? That's pretty funny.
Bruh.
I mean, hey, as a podcast host, I have no issue with him. I guess it's just on the court, he just really annoys me. But he's definitely an entertainer. But it's just like, bruh.
Shit talker. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, LeBron talks a lot too. So I think eventually, they clashed a lot in those finals when LeBron was on Cleveland.
He punched him in the fucking family jewels. The fucking bleeps. Well, I say we say everything else on the motherfucking show. He punched him in the fucking nuts, man. Fucking hey, man.
Bro, they've had so many nut shots in these NBA playoffs.
He called him a bitch ass nigga.
The fucking game was getting kicked in the nuts. Like, oh my gosh.
Damn.
It's war out there, man.
But he was just on the shot.
And Crispy said thoughts on Vaughn. Good landing spot.
Oh yeah, I like Deuce Vaughn for there.
Oh, he's the one that landed in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he'll battle with Malik Davis. Yeah,
so you battling out Malik Davis.
This is my thoughts. If they bring back Zeke, Vaughn's screwed. But if they don't bring back Zeke, I like Vaughn.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I gotta disagree with that because I don't think that Pollard, you know what I mean, they're gonna have to take some time, it's gonna help Pollard out in the long run by having Deuce in there. It just ain't gonna be a full workload of Pollard. We know what Zeke is. Zeke is a green zone guy or like a fourth and one.
Yeah, let Vaughn be the green zone guy.
Was a wash.
I mean, if we got Vaughn as the green zone guy and we have Pollard doing his thing, that's all we need. We don't need Zeke clogging the shit up. If you bring Zeke, it's just because you've also got Malik Davis. So let Zeke let that shit. You know, it's like an ex-girlfriend. Let her go. Or let Zeke go.
Let her
Like,
go. On my mind.
Yeah, like come
Hey,
on, man.
Hey, here's the thing. Deuce is a wee little tyke, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a literal
5'7",
yeah,
5'7",
and
160.
Oh,
he's
I
a
thought he was
7'7".
bigger than that.
No,
Oh.
he's a Darren Sproles comp.
And just like
actually-
A-Chain.
Yeah, and I actually,
Oh, my
Greg
bad, yo.
May.
I thought he was a little
Yeah.
okay. I didn't
So,
do
like,
my research there.
he'll
My bad.
definitely be. I mean, they drafted him. You know what was really cool, bro? Like, man, you can't write this. Like, I hate the Cowboys, but this like made me feel cool, man. Because Deuce, Big Deuce, right? Deuce Senior he's I don't know what capacity he's a part of the Cowboys staff, but he got to make the phone call to his little man.
Yeah, that's tight.
Oh, nice.
Right? He said, hey son, this dad. He said, yo, what's up, dad? Dad, I just want to let you know, son, you're gonna be a cowboy. Like, you know what I mean? And he was just like, oh, like, you know what I mean? And it was like a
You want to go to work with me tomorrow?
Right? Yeah, that's what he said. You coming to work with me tomorrow? that made me feel good, even just reliving that shit. Because that's fucking
Trust
awesome,
me, no,
right?
trust me, I feel it.
Right? And then here comes Uncle Jerry. And mind you, just like a 5th round draft pick, but like the room was lit. Like everybody, hey, here's Uncle Jerry. Hey, yeah, Deuce, this is a very magical moment right now that I think that we might all look back on and know. You know what I mean? He said something along the lines of that. I'm probably slaughtering it, but I was tight. And like,
Emil said he's a scout, is what he is.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, and here's the thing is that this is Tony Pollard's replacement. Tony Pollard's 25 years old with a franchise tag. He's gone. You know what I mean? Next year. You know what I'm saying? So I like Deuce. I like the outlook for Deuce. You know what I mean?
Deuce hit for over
not immediately.
He had
Well,
a 2,000 yard combined season last year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad I've noticed now about that. He's not really a big back to where, if they don't bring Zeke back, then yeah, Malik Davis. I'm not sure how big he is, but if he's got some size.
Malik Davis, he's like 210. He's like 210, 5'11. He's like an approach.
Okay, that's big enough. That's big enough.
Yeah.
He can do it.
I've been grabbing Malik Davis everywhere just because of the chance, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see them bringing back Zeke. And it was really just if they draft.
They also got Rojo.
And they draft, and baby, come on,
Rojo getting cut.
He's there.
Hey,
if Rojo is there, there's no need for Zeke's. That's that 4th and 1. That 4th
exactly.
And,
yeah, I guess if Rojo is really bad, then they might be like, all right, Zeke, come back.
And Rojo, he started calling himself Deuce, as in the amount of rings he got.
Oh yeah, he got the ring with the Chiefs.
Rings.
Oh yeah, and he got one with the Bucks. Yeah, he's got 2 rings, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Rojo.
Wow.
Oh yeah, rings. We got to use rings as a stat. Yeah, Ronald Jones is the GOAT of running backs. He's got 2 rings, y'all.
There you go.
In the league, right? In the league right now, if as far as young running backs, he got 2 of them. Lenny got 1. What other young running backs?
Lenny. Miles Sanders didn't get 1. They lost.
No, and Damian Williams
CEH has 2, right?
CEH lost.
No, I think he got 1.
Oh yeah, no, just 1, just 1 for CEH.
Left
Bell. Didn't Left Bell and AB? They both got 1 with
Shady
Brady.
Hey, I think that dude accepted my trade, bro, because he was like, I gotta do it for a 2nd round. I think he took my trade because I saw something pop up on my screen.
Let's see.
It's in the league.
Shady McCoy.
Shady McCoy was on that. Goddamn, how many banners did they have?
I was trying to.
He got 1 with Brady. I know he got 1 with Brady.
They brought in Shady McCoy and Left Bell.
Shady McCoy got 2. He went back to Shady.
Yeah, he got 2. He got 1 with Philly when they beat the Patriots.
No. He wasn't there.
He got 1 with Tampa.
Yeah,
Shady got 1 with Tampa.
Oh yeah, and the Chiefs. Yeah, he went to the Chiefs in 2019, and the next year he went to Tampa.
He went back to back.
What a freaking
sounds
good.
You know what? And then Rojo.
Oh, wait,
he
no,
go-
Lev Bell didn't get one. Lev Bell was the loser because Lev Bell was on the Chiefs. So Lev Bell did not get
Hey,
one.
check this out, bro. He pulled Rojo, Shady pulled Rojo to the side and said, look, kid, just play your part. Just be good enough to stay on that practice squad, bro. And you're gonna ride this thing to a 2
You're
titles,
gonna be
man.
good.
Yep, Jarek McKinnon's got a ring.
Yeah,
I got Jarek
Lord,
McKinnon. They
Just
brought him.
resigned too. That's a big move. McKinnon just resigned.
Yeah, I got him in the
That's a hell of a
dynasty
move.
joints. I like McKinnon. He helped me out big down the stretch last year.
Yeah.
PPR gold.
Hey man, shout out to Jarek, man. I used to call him the jerk because I was so mad at him that he just can never do this with the Niners. You know what I mean?
Right.
for
Yeah, he's
us.
always hurt.
Right.
And now that he's like 30 years old, he's fantasy relevant. Like, what the fuck?
He's like,
He ain't got no miles on his tires.
That's
and
true.
he's more like a James White, like a souped up James White. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a late bloomer, but hey, I'll take it. I mean, he's got a good percentage of their target market share. Outside of Kelsey, he I think and Juju had the second most targets, but Juju's out of there now.
I mean, but you know, when your target average is such a big pie, though, right? Like, what is this pie chart? Like 50 times a game, 45.
Yeah, they throw. It's only 2 quarterbacks that throw 60% of the time, and it's right. I mean, it's Mahomes and it's fucking the boy in Buffalo.
Josh Allen, yep.
Yeah, and Herbert throws a lot too.
I don't know if he throws. He might throw 60%.
I think
that-
Allen, but Allen also runs a good amount. I think Herbert and Mahomes are the highest volume passers.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
pretty
Does
sure
that
they
mean-
led the league in attempts.
Did he accept my trade? Did that go through?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that means I'm on the clock then, huh?
Yeah, but it's pause.
Okay. I know who I'm going to take, though. I'll take him because is Battle Cat still there? I know he's got to be there.
Wait, who?
Battle Cat, man.
Battle.
Oh, he's a New York producer that moved out west and helped architect the West Coast sound.
Producer for the Dog Pound,
Yeah.
all types of shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, but it's because I don't remember his first name off the top of my head, but his last name's Battle.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, Jordan Battle.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, give me JB.
All right.
Yeah, he's the one. Him and
Battle
Branch, they
Cat.
were teammates at Alabama, hard hitting safeties.
I feel good about that one. I just traded. I'm in super win now mode. Look at my running backs in this team. I just adopted this team, and within 6 days, now I have CMC, Brees Hall, Josh Jacobs, and Austin Eckler.
What the fuck?
Oh shit!
How do you
I
get
started
all
to make-
that?
When I adopted this team, it had like, bro, it was a shambles, but it had like 4 QBs and it had like 3 first-round picks, 3 seconds. So
Oh,
I just
got
started.
a lot of ammo. Yeah,
I just started flipping and dipping, bro, and then I was able
Oh,
to get
yeah.
Stroud. I was
the
able to
bogey
get, like,
special,
Stroud.
flipping and dipping.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Flipping
saying?
and dipping.
Flipping and dipping, bro. And then it's funny because I mean Spencer's one of the ones I vent to a lot. Where like I'll make a trade and then somebody will like they'll change their mind, or even if it was legit like an accident or something.
McGruber.
Right, McGruber, and he did it to me again yesterday, motherfucker.
What
Right?
a fucking
But look at
bitch.
this. No, but look at this. So today, you know what I'm saying? The last pick I had in this draft was a 7.06, and right underneath it is my 2024 first. So somewhere along the way, while I'm cooking and doing, you know, especially handling with Mimi, you know what I mean?
Flipping and dipping.
I'm doing counter offers. I guess I pressed the first, so he accepts it right away. I'm like, damn, hell yeah. And then I'm like, oh shit, nope, never mind. So we cancel it, and then he DMs me. He goes, damn, this is like the 4th or 5th time this happened to me in the hustle leagues. And I'm like, listen, bro. I'm like, I'm not the guy. But it's just hilarious to me because if those trades don't get reversed, I don't have the luxury of doing that neither. Like, oh, I made a mistake. You know what I mean?
You said he sent it to you.
So he initially said to me, we're countering back and forth, right? But it was never a first involved ever. I pressed my seventh round pick, which is right above my first, I guess, right? Because then I'm looking at the little rejected transactions. You know, it rejects it and it documents it every time you send a counter, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, I think I clicked it somewhere along the way. And I asked him, he's like, oh yeah, bro. He's like, I started throwing the first and I was like, hell yeah. And he's like, and then you know, he's telling me his whole spiel about like how this like the 4th or 5th time this happened to him. So he's like, man, and so I'm like, well, I'll throw you like he's like, what about a third? I'm like, yeah, I'll throw you a third. Then he's like, actually, bro, I gotta do a second. I'm like, ugh. And I hate that because I'm like, I'm going to get my nut off. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I'm about to have Eckler with all these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I was trying to avoid paying for next year, and now I gotta do that. You know what I mean? Add it to the fucking tab.
And Hess, he said, you guys, you like Tig Brown. You guys know about him? I mean, he's a new Niner now. Safety, Penn State.
Oh, that's the first player that they
never heard
took
him
in the
called
third
Tig,
round.
though. I never heard him called Tig. He's Jalen, right?
Yeah. He had clarified that in the comments. Jalen Brown.
Jair.
Jair Brown. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but it's like with an apostrophe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, look at this. So I've been trying to keep quiet about him during these fucking drafts because like I was able to like get him in one of the 6 rounds. You know what I mean? Because I'm really excited about this kid because John Lynch, bro. Okay, every year I fuck with Chat Sports. I mean, year round. That's where I get tapped into all.
Yeah, I fuck with Chat Sports.
Yeah, the Niners shit. Shout out to Todd Downey and shout out to fucking the Real Ones Roll Call. This is probably one of the only podcasts I really routinely listen to outside of Pat McAfee. You know what I mean? Like on a daily because they just.
Yeah, I've been fucking with McAfee.
Yeah, and like
his birthday episode was dope. Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers on that joint.
Damn.
And of course, I missed his birthday episode because I'm fucking flipping and dipping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I missed the Rodgers part. I had to watch the replay.
Hey, look at this though. So like, yeah. Oh yeah. So this fool's his podcast. I mean the Chat Sports. So they always show all the clips from the little beat reporters. You know what I'm saying? Where they were interviewing. Like shit that you do. You know what I mean? Like these little off-cuff interviews that you won't find nowhere else unless you're looking. And it's John Lynch. And every year I watch this particular interview. And like 2 years ago, he was really excited about Hufanga. You know what I mean? Man, there's this kid, Talanoa Hufanga. Doesn't matter about draft capital, blah, blah, blah. This year, right? He's like, and listen, man, I know everybody might have been head scratching, but this is a kid, I would have took him higher. But we only had 3rd round picks. And he's gonna compliment Hufanga or Talanoa. Well, he's called my first name.
Because Gibson's still there, isn't he? Isn't Gibson still there? Or is he gone?
No, Gibson's still there.
He's there.
Yeah, they brought him back 1 year contract.
Yeah, but Gibson 32 though, bro.
It's only a 1 year contract. So for Dynasty, I like this Tig Brown kid.
Yeah, I mean, so he might not be super relevant this year, but
but one more thing though. One more thing on that though. So the DC also brought somebody from Carolina with him as well that played that same position, and he had like 90-something tackles, 80-something tackles as well too. The DC brought him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Steve Wilkes, right? I'm wondering who he brought.
Yeah, I guess that's why Peyton wanted out.
Yeah, did you guys see the video of Sean Payton ripping the bong?
Oh yeah,
hell yeah.
That shit was funny.
I mean, he's in Denver.
I've seen it.
Right, yeah, it's legal there. I was like, no wonder he wanted out. It's legal over there.
And it's not illegal for coaches to smoke, right? I mean, I know players can smoke too, but like,
so look at this in the playoff game.
Smoke.
I'm not sure if it was the playoff game or if it was week 18 of the regular season, but goddamn, Mike McDaniels in Miami
Thanks a lot.
On the sideline, right? He's like, you have the headphones on doing one of these, and they just show him. He's like this, and you see the little vape. It's like,
his little vape pen. Yeah, he was.
It's like he's getting lit. Come on, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Hey, when I was out there for Valentine's Day, and we got off the plane, the motherfucking taxi asked us, "Do you want to go?" First question they asked us, "Do you want to go to the motherfucking cannabis store?" Nah, bitch, I got weed in my pocket.
Yeah.
That's the first question he asked me. No, do you want to go to the cannabis store?
Where's
this? Right when you land, huh?
Where's this in MIA?
I was in Vegas when I went out there for Valentine's Day. Jumped in the taxi. The first question he asked me, man, do you want to go to the cannabis store? No, I didn't tell him I had weed in my pocket, but no, I don't want to go. I got some weed in my pocket, bro. Everything.
And I love flying to Vegas because you can just bring whatever on you, right? Or not whatever, but like as far as cannabis.
You just put it in your carry-on under the plane.
They look at and it'd be like Huss was like they were following through all his joints, bro. He got like hella all kind of weeds, everything, and jars and shit. They're moving the jars around and pull out the fucking toothpaste. What is this? What is this?
You took it on. You took it with you. You walked it into the TSA.
Yeah, they don't care anymore.
Me too. I do.
I ain't that bald. I ain't that bold, bro. My
No, they
shit
don't
go
care.
under the plane.
It's legal if it's a legal amount of weed. Like they're not, because the only thing they would do is call the cops. They even said that why are they going to call the cops on a legal amount? So I mean, yeah, it was. I had too much. I had a full tube of toothpaste, and that's what it was. You can only have one of the travel size or whatever. And
Is that right?
Fucking
Yeah,
I'd be
toothpaste,
shook.
bro.
Hey, it could have been
I'd be
plastic
shook.
explosives,
Oh my
bro.
God.
You
like
never know.
I had like four jars like full of that, so like 4 eighths or whatever. And yeah, they moved the joint papers out of the way, and they're like, oh, here's the problem. Here's what set it off. I was like, the toothpaste, that's what set it off out all this shit.
All this
My
weed,
God.
it's a fucking toothpaste.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
Hey, you never know, bro.
I'd be shook, bro. Fuck
Hey,
that.
man, a motherfucker could like squirt that toothpaste right in your eye, bro.
Well, they said that they were like, you could go out and like throw like half of it away and come back in. I was like, no, I don't want to deal with this.
It's like,
Man, fuck this shit up.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
like
they got on me about
right
a water
there.
bottle. Because I had water in my water bottle. They were like, "You got two
Oh yeah,
choices.
they don't play with that shit.
We either throw this away or you dump it out." And I was like, "Well, that's my water bottle. I went and dumped it out." And I was like, I don't want to lose my water bottle."
oh,
Well,
you
and
know,
Marty
like
said, what if you're
hydro
flying
flask?
somewhere where it's illegal? Well, the thing is like that you're not going to get searched when you get over there. So, I mean, unless it, if you
Just
got
don't
it-
bring it back.
Yeah, like don't come
You
through
can
the
take
airport.
Yeah, because when
Don't bring
you're
it
not
back.
getting searched. Yeah, when you land, you're out of there. Yeah, you just make sure to
Because I've gone to
keep it stashed
Texas.
away.
I've gone
Yeah.
to Texas and like had it in the carry-on because it was like
We done went to Mexico. And then we drove across the border with the weed in the you know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Right.
Thanks
this-
a lot.
It was 50 years ago. Oh, my mama. I had I had under an ounce on me though. I ain't gonna lie. I was big blowing in. I ain't gonna lie.
look
And
at
then
this. Hess said the cabbie gets a commission for everyone they bring through. Okay, so yeah.
Hey,
Everyone
look,
how to get
no
you
lie.
there.
So look, we had the motherfucking when we was in Rosarito for the draft. The motherfucking cabbie stayed with us the whole fucking weekend. No lie, bro. So look, all of us, like I said, I took a half ounce with me. It's 12 of us in the league, so everybody else had weed, so we can't take it back with us when we go across the border.
Big
Oh
blowing.
boy, he might have just came. He might be the cartel himself of just probably a half ounce of weed that he just got to keep because we couldn't take it back with him. It might have been Mo.
That's funny too, because
Bro.
whenever I jumped in the cab, and when you cross the border over there, and however you crossed it, whether you was driving or whatnot, we'll hop in the cab, and that cab driver he asks you what you want to. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
shit.
it's a really
when
expensive list, though. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm walking Puerto Vallarta, and they got these boys in all white, and they got the little carry-on thing, you know what I mean, with all the goodies, and they come up to you. First thing, you want cocaina? You know what I mean? Man, where the mota at? I'm in Old Town Puerto Vallarta, and they walk up to you. It's cool. Like it's the normal thing to do. They got every fucking drug you need, bro. No lie.
When I was in Cabo, we was at like this resort jump off, bro, and the motherfucking there were signs everywhere that said it said how much the fucking the charge was, like the fine if you get caught buying the chow mizzle, you know what I mean? So, but it was signs everywhere that said if you purchase cocaine off of a dealer or however they worded it, it was like $25,000 or whatever. So it was just like
25,000 pesos.
it was like American. It had like it had the dollar signs on it.
Yeah. Remember that Family Matters episode? They were tripping off of however much it was because they were talking about it in pesos. And
Yeah.
ended up being
He's
like,
how much American is that? $17. He's like, bro, keep the change.
yeah, see, look, Hess is a savage. He said, I literally bring an empty carry-on with me on trips that I know where I'm getting samples to bring a full bag full of goodies back. And he said they don't give a fuck anymore about cannabis at most airports. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
it
ain't
was
gonna
nuts.
lie,
When I-
it feels good.
The first thing that I went to at Hess was the Hall of Flowers. And man, I had so many samples, like jars and shit. I was almost about to throw some of my clothes out because I could get clothes easy. I didn't want to throw any weed away.
Throw all my outfits, got a sack of weed.
Husband was butt naked on the plane. He was like, "Look, I gotta have all the weed." Look, he was wearing the weed.
That's in the weed. You just put the weed on you. Yeah, I'm going green, bitch.
That motherfucker had a weed outfit on.
Hey, I'm like with a meal,
Raping
man. Hey, them
weed.
motherfucking airports scared the shit out of me, dog. Oh,
Yeah.
everything. I do not want to play with them
here's
people.
another
That's why
fun
that
fact.
shit go under the plane, bro. I be shook. Oh my mama.
Hey, you know
Oh
what's crazy?
yeah,
though?
Zach said it's about to be recreational in Minnesota. Yeah, they just passed the bill, right?
It'd be
Yeah.
bad enough when you go in the airport and you already smelling like weed. You come to that motherfucker, just fired that shit up. They already looking at you already. I go straight to the bar if it's a little
in the
past
day, when
11
we used to
o'clock or
travel,
something, man.
man.
Fuck that. I'm not sitting around the regular people, man. Let me go to the bar, man. Fuck that.
Hey, we'd had some family trips back in the day, and then like, you know what I mean? Like if we had to fly or whatnot. Like I remember one time we was in Hawaii, and then I see my pops, right? He's pulling on a joint. I'm like, oh, okay, Dad. I'm like, okay. I'm like, how'd you bring your tree over? You know what I mean? Because I had some tree, whatnot. And then he's like, oh, I packed it in your mom's bag. Motherfucker's crazy. What's up, baby?
100%.
What
For real, bro. You got to have your medicine, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then, especially because I ain't finna pay the local tax. You know what I mean? Like I remember, you know, tree don't last long, bro. Like I was in Hawaii for a week. I brought a zip, and you know, but we was out there super deep. You know what I mean? And then like I'm the only one that's gonna be out there for 7 days, so everybody's gone. All the trees gone. So I'm like, okay, I gotta start walking around and looking for this shit. And I was in Maui, right? Like I said, I've been there for a week. So I'm in this town square. I'm like a stone's throw away from this town square. You feel me? So I see this one dude, and I kept seeing him every day. And he was standing in front of the Philly cheesesteak spot. And I said, hey, man, where I get some medicine, bro? And he said, 2 guys. One guy, Fu Manchu beard, rides the bike. Right? And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, other guy, 6 foot tall brother. He's like 6'5", wears a blazer, too short, arms are sticking out. This dude's like, and it's funny because like, I was
That's
like, you really
hilarious.
from Philly, bro? Because this was
Fu
his
Manchu.
Yeah, and then so I start walking around, you know what I mean? And he told me, he's like, he already had saw the brother already. And I see this dude, bro. You can't miss this guy. He's like 6'5". He has a blazer on. His arms are too long, sticking out. And I'm like, hey man, I think I'm looking for you, bro. And he already knew what time it was. I think you are too. You know what I mean? And then you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to grab like, you know, a little skateboard, and it was like $100. I'm like, God, I'm like, what? And I'm like 80, and he's like, yeah, okay. I'm like, damn, I should have said 60. You know what I mean? But like, and he had some cool, you know what I mean? And then, you know, after he's like, oh, you want to smoke, man? And I'm like, yeah, cool. But then he meant like, me smoke him out. I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like rolling something up, and I'm like, I'm waiting to see his reciprocation of the action. I'm like, oh, he wanted to smoke the weed that he just sold me. You know what I mean? You know what I
Damn.
mean?
He's a cold piece.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? And then like, but you know what was crazy is dude was from San Mateo. Check this out, JD. Dude was from San Mateo, right? And he had one out there. He was an artist, and like he had all these sculptures, bro, that he made out of foil, bro. You know what I mean? Like, but he would like paint it, and you know, and he had like a 5 foot tall fucking Joe Montana. And it was all made out of foil, bro. And I'm like, damn, this guy's a tweaker. You know what I mean? But like he was just living a life, bro, selling weed, making art. Fools are buying his art and shit.
He was living a life, bro, on the island.
Cause listen, for anybody that knows, you go to Hawaii, that shit is not cheap, bro. You know what I mean?
No, it
So,
ain't,
like,
man. It's $10 a gallon for milk.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah, it needs to come over on the plane. That shit's about to be hella
Man,
expensive.
that shit like $10 a gallon for milk. That's how it is in Alaska too. In Alaska, nigga, it's like $10 a gallon. Oh my mama, they slapping
That's
you over the
crazy.
head.
Everything's inflated in those spots.
Yeah, when I was in Hawaii, I ended up getting the weed was not good that we ended up getting over there, and it was like my cousin lives there, and it was like his friend, and but man, the weed was not too good. It wasn't horrible, but man, we had to smoke like 10 blunts just to like catch a buzz.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Back to back to back to back to back.
This dude
Man,
has,
fire that
he
shit
has
up
some
again, man.
So check this out. So now I'm walking around. I'm walking around Maui with
I
this
need
old.
another drink.
I'm walking around Maui with this artist dude, right? And he's showing me all his little sculptures because he had them at like different various shops downtown. And then he's like, "Hey, you want to go to my place and smoke?" So I'm like, "Okay," because now I'm thinking, "Oh, this is where he matches me. This is where he reciprocates, right?" So we go to his joint, and he got all kind of trees growing. See, this dude impressed me because I was like, he has some stanky danky. It was like it was growing in. He was growing indoors, but it was still like it was just like a shack he was living in. You know what I mean? Like he was just renting a room, and he had his bed there. He just had hella trees growing, bro. You know what I mean? We're in there. He pulls out this big ass bong. He's like, "Hey, go ahead, pack it up, man." And I'm like, "Oh, he wanted to smoke more of the weed day."
Of yo shit.
Baked
Yeah,
Bob
man.
said just like he was just like Snoop Dogg and Half Baked.
He was just finessing me more and more. And then I was listening to his long, lengthy stories. Once he said he was from San Mateo, I'm like, "Oh, okay." Because, you know, that's local for where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, because, you know, that's like a small area. You know, people could be like, "Hey, I'm from New York," and just talk like that. And you can just fake it. "Hey, I'm an island, but I'm from New York." You know what I mean? No one goes, "Hey, I'm from San Mateo." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I was like, "Oh, I'm from San Jose," bro, he's like, "Oh," and then all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, let's smoke, bro. All your weed that I sold you."
You punk
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
saying? Yeah, and I remember
everything.
it was the
We 7,000 miles away, bruh, from where we both from, and I just fuck with you, and you can't put one in the air with me, bruh.
right.
You can't match, bruh. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? And like I was just getting the skateboard just because I had the one last night there, or the one last night and day, or whatever it was. And then like I was saved by the bell too, because my girl calls me. She's like, "Where the fuck are you at?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I'll be there right now." I'm like, "Hey, bro, I gotta go, bro." You know what I mean? I'm like, I spent like 45 minutes with this dude. I'm like, "Listen, I gotta go, bro."
I gotta go, bruh. My people's asking about me, bruh.
Yeah. And like it was, I remember exactly what I went to go do too, because like it was our last night there, and my girl wanted to go out. I'm like, "No, it's the premiere of season 5 Breaking Bad." I'm like, I gotta watch this first. I'm like,
Oh, you watched the season premiere in Hawaii, bro?
yeah, I was in Hawaii because you remember when before they came out with season 5, they stalled it for 2 years. You know what I mean?
Is that
They
right?
stalled, yeah. So like, you know what I mean? They close out remember they have the season. Have you watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I ain't
Remember
finished it, so
Okay,
I probably got to see like to like the first couple episodes.
Yeah, when
of
they blow,
season 5. I
remember they
haven't
blow
finished
off, they blow off half a Pollo's his whole face off. Remember that shit?
it. Oh, Gus,
Yeah,
they killed Gus.
yeah. Okay, so you didn't even
I think I do remember that. I think I do remember hearing about that.
Cause so Breaking Bad, they were never signed on for multiple seasons in a row. It was always like they would end the show a certain way because they weren't sure if they were gonna get signed back. So like they could have.
All right, tell me how season 4 ended, and I'll tell you if I remember that.
Okay, there was the wheelchair dude. Remember that? The wheelchair dude. He was the cartel boss. He was like, he had a stroke, but he don't talk, but he has a little bell.
Oh yeah, and the
Right?
old dude. That's because
Yeah.
they went in the house and killed somebody, and he's seen this shit. He's in the motherfucking. He's in the old folks' home.
He's in the old folks' home, and he's all fucked up, right?
Right. I remember that.
G, though. But he's a fucking G though. You know what I mean? And like, so here's what's his face? Walter White, right? Heisenberg. He's trying to kill Gus, but he can't get Gus out the woodwork. So he goes like this. He formulates a plan where he says, "Hey, the feds want to talk to his name started with an S, the dude with the bell. Salvador Santini or whatever his name was. But he the little bell dude. So he goes to so the feds show up like they're gonna interrogate him, but it's just because Walter knows Gus got fools watching this dude. So now the feds go there, and all he does is make them spell out "fuck you" with the bell.
Heisenberg.
No, the old dude, the old Mexican dude with the fuck, right? So he's there, he's being interrogated by the feds, and he's
Right.
just "fuck you," right? But he's pressing the bell when they're pointing at the letters on the chart, and he pushes the bell when it's the right letter. So it's like A, no, B, no, C gets the F, ding, right? And they do all this till it gets a U, and then C, and then K, and then so he basically because him and Walter were setting up Gus, and now Gus is like, oh fucking rata, you know what I mean? Because it looked like he just talked to the boys, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And then Gus is like, okay, now, and Gus is fully aware they're trying to make attempts on his life. So even his right hand man's like, let me handle this for you. He's like, no, I handle this. You know what I mean? Because he's a fucking G. And he goes up in there and to go confront the dude with the cartel shit. And he's like, this is how you're gonna fucking die. A crippled rata. You know what I mean? And then the dude's just hitting the bell. Ding, 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 ding. But the bell sounds different, right?
Yeah.
Because the bell got a rig to it. And it has a fucking bomb to the wheelchair. So it blows him and Gus up. You know what I mean? But and fucking because Walter told him, listen, bro, you want to go out like a G? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he sold him on it, bro. And so they could have ended it right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then they came out.
Who blew up in the parking lot? Didn't somebody blow up in the parking lot garage of the courthouse?
I don't know if they blew. I remember they needed to destroy evidence.
It was something.
Okay. Yeah, they needed to destroy evidence. They had like a giant magnet. You remember that shit? They put like a big ass giant like industrial sized magnet, like like for like when they lift the cars up in the you know what I mean? And they go in there and they bring the trailer and they get all up in the precinct and they just juice that shit up. And it just everything starts flying in the evidence room. You know what I mean? And they because they needed to destroy the evidence on a computer. You know what I mean?
Fucking hey, bro. I got to watch. See, now I got to go back and watch that shit.
You know what's crazy is I've never watched The Wire, but everyone's like, bro, The Wire is clowning that shit. And I'm like, ooh. And I just
yeah, The Wire is good, bro. Definitely. I fuck with The Wire tough. But I watched at least the first four episodes, the first 4 seasons of
The Breaking Bad. Yeah, they only got 5. Bro. They only got 5 seasons. And then they had like a couple spin-off joints.
And well, then I fuck with Colin Saul too. You Better Call Saul. I fuck with probably the first 2 seasons of Better Call Saul.
It's all good, man.
That shit took off too slow though. On everything. Saul was hella slow.
Yeah, they had to explain, like it was like they showed shit and then they explained the backstory slowly. So it's like they show him with his brother, and his brother's all geeked out off of like OCD and being neurotic. Remember, he's just like super neurotic. Like I only watched about the first 4 episodes too.
Yeah, but his brother was a lawyer too, though, or a judge or some old shit.
No, he was a lawyer.
And Saul was trying to be like him. Saul wanted to be like him.
But Saul or Jimmy, right? Jimmy Miguel or whatever.
Jimmy, on my mama.
Yeah, Jimmy. And Jimmy. You know what I mean? But so that was like the whole shtick though about Jimmy is like, he's kind of a jokester, right? Like he went to the Samoan, like the online Samoan law school.com or some shit. You know what I mean? That's where he got like an online degree. You know what I mean? Like so, like they would always like joke about his like, or not an online degree. He took the bar test like one of those online ones. You know what I mean?
But he got his claim to fame when he when he took the case for the old folks home.
Yeah, because they was digging the old folks. You know what it is too? Is remember, so when they introduced Saul in Breaking Bad, it's because they needed, now their Badger got caught with some work. So they're like, okay, we don't need a criminal lawyer. We need a criminal lawyer. You know what I mean? And that's what Saul was. You know what I mean? When you're a good you're a lawyer, you can reverse engineer everything. See, you know what was dope about that characters? Because now you could do anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, okay, where are we gonna cook dope at? ooh, I have an idea. I know these guys, but they're not going to be cheap, right? But they'll come in and blanket the whole house like they're going to fumigate it, and it'll be stuck like that for a week. No one touches it. You guys be inside cooking dope. You know what I mean? Like this fool just know every kind of criminal. I know some BME artists. They're not going to be cheap. Or like he's the one that plugged in with Gus.
Facts.
Hey,
He sure in the hell did.
He said, like, this,
Charlie
I know
Hanson,
guy,
man, what you gonna
you
do
only
with that
get
money?
one shot, right? He said, you only get one shot at this guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, all I have is a number, and boom, it was the pollo chicken spot. You feel me? The crazy pollo, whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Man, that motherfucker built that lab up under the motherfucking thing for him, up under the farm or whatever it was. He built that lab. Man, that motherfucker was getting there. Hey, Jesse almost damn near got it to 98 or whatever the purity was.
I think
Jesse
he got
was
to like
just a little bit off.
Oh, he got to like 98 or 96, right? And I think he got to 98 because then 99 point whatever 99 was Walt's shit. You know what I mean? He would get up to damn near 100.
That shit crazy.
And that fool Jesse be like, yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when they tore that shit down with magnets, he was like, magnets, bitch. Hey, Jesse's my favorite character now that I think about it.
Hey, Jesse was fried, bro. Oh my
yeah,
mama,
hey, he was on that Titi.
He was on that DT, boy. Oh,
He was on that Titi stuff, bro.
Hey, he might have been my favorite character on there. Hey, in the first couple episodes, the one essay dude, the one that's always in the movie. What's his name?
Hey, Tuco,
yeah, Tuco was a cool. That motherfucker, he get the door and shit. Oh my mama.
Hey, Tuco was the guy though, man.
Tuco was the guy, bruh. He was in Saw too.
Oh yeah, he was in Saw.
He was in Saw in the beginning.
Hey, he was the shit pushed in guy at training.
Oh my mama.
Oh,
That
hey, hold
shit
on.
was
Let me
hilarious.
right back. I gotta go referee these kids real quick.
Hell
Bruh.
Shit, yeah, we got way off the rails there.
Yeah, we did. Oh my mama.
That's Playmakers though. Oh shit. But yeah, JD, I want to get your thoughts on well, we know Bijan, I mean shit, we know he's a stud. But like Gibbs, bruh. I mean, going to the Lions, they shipped Swift out of town. I know they brought in Monty, but like, you think Gibbs is gonna be a guy over there?
Shit, bro. With the draft capital they took him at, that's what they're hoping, you know.
Yeah, 12th overall, he better be a guy.
I mean that they're looking for a specific type of that type of running back. I mean, that's what they were hoping for with Swift. Swift couldn't give them that for 16 games, so they're hoping with that, you know, they're hoping that they got a better Swift and Gibbs, and then with them last year having a 50-50 split and both of them being top 24 running backs, you know what I mean? I don't think it hurts Monty or Gibbs, you know what I mean? I think, you know, that's what they want to do is have that running back that can hit for 200 plus carries, but also have that running back that can also be a Reggie Bush like type of or a Kamara like type person when Kamara had fucking Mark Ingram, you know what I mean? I think that's what type of running back situation that they want. So I'm not mad at it, especially if Jay Muir can stay on the field.
Right. Yeah, we got hope he can stay healthy because we all know a lot of times half the battle's durability. I mean, look at Swift. I mean, he was pretty good when healthy, but he just wasn't healthy enough. I think that's why he got shipped out of town. And now in the Philly, and Philly let Miles Sanders go, and now they bring in Swift and Rashad Penny, a couple of injury-prone backs there. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I mean, it's early. We don't know how ADP is gonna shake out, but I just have a feeling that DeAndre Swift is just gonna be a bust in Philly. And I hate to be like that because I've been a Swift truther, but I don't think it's a great landing spot because of the fact that a team that doesn't really throw to the running back much. I was going through their target market share, and last year it was pretty much all just A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and then some Dallas Goedert. Miles Sanders did not catch many passes, and while Swift probably will catch a little more than Sanders, he's been so injury prone that and if Penny's getting the goal line work, it's like, okay, he's on the Eagles, cool, but if he's not getting goal line work and he's not catching passes, then what the fuck good is he for fantasy?
And you know my thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because Jalen Hurts is gonna get all the goal line work.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts, yeah. So to me, it's like it sounds the Eagles, like it sounds good in theory, but it's really not.
No, definitely. And then you still got Gainwell. Gainwell and Swift are probably going to be fighting for, you know what I mean?
Boston Scott, he gets greasy goal line. Yeah, man, Swift, that's not a good spot.
100%. The only thing that that Miles Sanders had for him is that he was damn near 5 yards per clip, and he was getting majority of the touches. You know what I mean? So he was scoring from outside of probably the 20-yard line because he probably wasn't getting a whole lot of the goal line touches. Even though I think he did go over 10 TDs last year. You know what I mean, but I like him and I love him in Carolina though, bro, because they didn't bring nobody in the draft. They got fucking Chuba behind him. So, and like I said earlier, they brought back, the coach Rod Deuce with him, his former running back coach, his rookie year, man. You know what I mean? And he had over 55 targets that year, 100%. So, yeah, I love Miles Sanders, but the Philly running back situation, I'm definitely trying to stay away from him, big bro, 100%. It's too crowded.
Yeah, Marty's got a dynasty question for us. Let's see, Walker, Etienne, or Saquon? Man, that is tough, bro. That is tough. I'll probably lean Etienne, but it's close.
No, I'm with you on that one, big bro, because we don't know what Saquon gonna do. He hasn't.
Yeah, it's only on a franchise tag. Yeah,
and then with Charbonnet.
Charbonnet. It's another.
That's gonna be a 1-2 punch. So they probably both might get 12 to 15 touches off the rip. You know what I mean? So you better do what you can do with the limited amount of touches that you got, because they both have second round draft capital, I think it is. So you know what I mean? It's every man for himself in that backfield. So give me Etienne. Ain't nobody else over there with him that I can think of right off the rip right now.
Well, they did draft Tank Bigsby, but they didn't spend as much capital on him as the Seahawks did Charbonnet. Bigsby was like late third. Charbonnet was like mid-second. So if you take a running back in the second round, you're definitely going to use him. Take him in the third, you might use him, might not. Second, though, that's significant draft capital for.
That's where they got KW at it, is in the second.
Exactly. Yeah, same Brees Hall. I mean, shit. I mean, the second round for running backs almost like a first round, because as we saw, outside of Bijan and Gibbs, Charbonnet was the only one that went in the second round. And after Charbonnet, next running back pick was Kendre, as Bogey coined it, already got a nickname for him, Killer Miller, to my Saints. Early third round. He was the fourth running back off the board. Charbonnet was the only second round running back. So that tells me that Seattle is going to use Charbonnet a lot, to where KW's stock definitely takes somewhat of a hit. Not as much. Some people are like, oh, Kenneth Walker, he's dead now. No, he's not dead, because Seattle's a run-first offense. He'll be like Nick Chubb. It's going to be like Chubb and Hunt. Charbonnet will be Hunt. Walker will be Chubb. Like,
and
they're going to get.
And then whoever brings the most. And then whoever brings the most pass catching ability to be on third down and pass block. That's who's really going to be the best. That's who's really going to be the best running back to own in that backfield.
Yeah, for PPR. Charbonnet might have more value in PPR, because remember we had Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler in this situation. Guess who ended up being better for PPR? Eckler, because of the fucking pass catching.
Yeah, so that's who you want to keep the eye out on. Come towards August and shit. You know what I mean? For sure.
Right, yeah, I could have had Charbonnet in the 14 rookie draft in the first round. I had the 110. I took Zay Flowers instead, though, because I think Zay Flowers is going to be a really good fit in that new look Baltimore offense. It was kind of risky looking back on it. I feel like Charbonnet may have been a little bit safer, but yeah, no problem, Marty. We got you.
100%, bro.
For sure. But
yeah. What about the receivers, bro? What was your favorite landing spot for any of the receivers that got drafted?
I like the Zay Flowers spot. You know, I know Lamar's not the most accurate, but I think there he's, you know, with Beckham banged up as always and Bateman not being very reliable either. I think Zay Flowers is just going to be like a weapon over there. He'll kind of use him kind of like, he has like Tyreek Hill vibes. Like he's a little undersized, but he's fast. He's versatile. Can play all throughout the field. I think they'll figure out a way to get him involved. So I like that spot. JSN, I think will be good long term. Maybe not for the short term, but he'll eventually replace Tyler Lockett. Quentin Johnson, I'm a little concerned about just the drops, and like I just don't know if he'll. Definitely don't like him for the short term because that's still Keenan Allen and Big Mike Williams, but he could eventually take Big Mike Williams' spot. But I'm not sold on him. I'm a little nervous with him. And then Jordan Addison, I think will fit in pretty well as the two in Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, it's still Jefferson, but as we see in today's NFL, 1-2 punches. I mean, fucking Metcalf and Lockett, Hill and Waddle, Chase and Higgins. I think Addison will do just fine with next to Jay Jettas.
Facts, especially when you still got a Hawkinson and rumors about Cook being traded, but Dalvin Cook had a low-key good season last year, bruh. And I'm, from what I've been seeing, it's still early. You know what I mean? We early May, but motherfuckers lightweight disrespecting Cook. If Cook stays in Minnesota, I think it lightweight pushes him. Well, it might not push him nowhere. I just hope that he stays where he's at because of the disrespect of just him not being a top 5 running back, knowing that he hit for 1,100 plus yards, had 9 TDs last year. And for some reason, the disrespect for Cook that I've seen is not cool right now, bro. 100%, man. With Cook is one of the running, and I love the running back.
He's not even an RB1 anymore on a lot of boards.
100%.
I mean, shit, I was doing it today, looking at early top 12 running backs. And I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't have Cook in mind, but I mean, he could get there. Right now, as of now, the top 12, CMC, Eckler. This is redraft, by the way. CMC, Eckler, JT, Bijan, Saquon, Jacobs, ETN, the King Henry, Chubb, Brees, Najee, Rahamador.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that and we, like you said, we in May, and I ain't even broke down. I haven't even started mine yet. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at that for sure, bro.
Yeah, and I'd say the two on the outside looking in would probably be KW and Dalvin.
Yeah,
because the KW, with Charbonnet definitely hurts him a little bit. And Zach wants to know our thoughts on Rashee Rice. I got him in one of the rookie drafts there. I think it's obviously a great landing spot getting to go work with Patrick Mahomes. But, reading a little more about Rashee, it's a little concerning. He didn't break out until his senior year, so kind of a late bloomer. But getting to work with Mahomes, like he can play outside, play slot. He's versatile. I think it's pretty good landing spot, a great landing spot. And I'm just, with Kelsey, even though Kelsey's going to be the target hog, but someone's got to do it for Kansas City besides Kelsey. So I think Rashee could be worth a dart throw for sure.
No, facts. Their thing is they're trying to nail a bigger type wide receiver because you got to think about Justin Ross with the red shirt year with them as well last year. You know what I mean? And he's a bigger type of receiver. I think Rice is about 6 foot, about a little over 200 pounds, a little under 200 pounds. So, with them transitioning from, the boy that came from New York, then you got Skylar Moore.
Sky Tony, yep.
Phony
Tony, Freaky Moore. Ricky James, yep.
But see, that's one of my sleepers though, is Richie James, because Richie James got 50 plus receptions last year with Danny Dunn,
Ricky,
you know what I mean? So I'm fucking with Richie James this year. Once I start breaking down my top players and shit, Richie James is definitely gonna be in there because he's gonna be a third down. He's gonna be one of them receivers that Mahomes is looking for on third down besides Travis Kelce for sure. Bro.
Right, I just added it to my list. I'm making my top 100 receivers, Richie James, and he'll probably move up. Because I'm just writing names down right now. Adding up Richie James, my number 99 wide receiver. But I bet he's gonna move up that board by the time it's all said and done.
Right?
Ricky
Everything.
James.
Facts, bruh.
You doing a top 100?
I'm almost there. I'm at 99 ranked right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Who's at 69?
That's 69, dudes.
Right. Oh, my
It
mama.
is. Oh, it is his teammate MVS.
Okay.
Which I might swap them actually, because I think Freaky Ricky probably has more appeal than fucking MVS. MVS is just, I hate him for.
I think Rice is like will like take over MVS role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. I think he
They're
could.
like the same
Do I
build.
have Rice on the list? Let me see where I have Rice, if I even have it. This is just a rough draft. I'm just typing names. Like this is not at all final. Very much a rough draft. Where did I have Rice? I know I typed his name. Oh, I had him actually a little higher. I had a 64th. Or
64, dude. It's for every number.
Yeah, because man, I tell you, what's a screwed up receiving core is the fucking Giants. We don't know what to expect with the Giants.
Man, that motherfucker is packed over there, bro.
It's way too packed. It's too many so not enough room at the end. Someone's gonna have to pack their bags and sleep on the street because I mean it's just there's not enough room there because you've got Wandale, Paris Campbell, Slayton, the rookie Hyatt, Haji Hodgins, and Sterling Shepard. That's 6 guys to where it's like
Shepard,
on top of Waller the ball.
Yeah, they brought back Shepard on top of Waller and Bogey's boy Bill Bellinger. He's
right.
And Bill Bellamy's son.
Right.
You know what that means is though. It's an open competition. Every man for they fucking self, so they won't.
Yeah, I mean,
Sterling
Shepard's not going to make the roster, right?
I don't think Shepard's going to make the roster. Yeah, I really don't. He's going to be a cap casualty because Freaky Ricky left, but Haji was nice down the stretch last year. He's making the roster. Haji Buddy's making the roster. Paris Campbell should make the roster if he's healthy, because when he's healthy, he's a decent 3 or 4.
Man, I seen something where they said they might put him outside.
Yeah, I think he's nice with it when healthy. He's always hurt.
Hey, you know who I've been napping up late in all these joints is Eric Gray. You know what I mean?
I got him in the joint tonight. The 16 joint. I got Eric Gray. I got Titans DM. He's like, "What you want for Gray?" I was like, "Bro, I just drafted him. Like, send me an offer. I'm not just giving him away, man. Titans been trying to be a fucking bastard lately, bro. Titans been lowballing me. He's bitter that I got him on a couple of trades there. I was like, well, that's not my fault, bro. Like, I mean, you agreed to those back then,
bro.
like,
Hey, he's the one that blessed me with all my picks. And then when I tried to trade back with him, he was like, nah, bro. I can already
he's
tell
like, I think he's bitter now. He's trying to like,
shout out to my dog Steve.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I appreciate you for blessing me, but damn, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he blessed me with a Olave, but yeah, damn. He's not a beginner anymore. Shout out to Titans.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, Titans has been around since 2021 when we started all this. So,
oh yeah, he's a savage, man. He's trying to like bend me over a barrel with these trades. Like, damn.
How y'all feel about Darnell Washington, bro?
Yeah, he was. He always will have that over us, the inaugural best ball champion.
Hey, you know what's dope? Look at this. He's the inaugural best ball champion. He's the fantasy reaper himself.
Yeah, he can kill a player whenever he chooses.
Like,
what
bro,
a
this guy
power.
got power, bro.
Yeah, he's a powerful figure, man. I'm scared of Titans.
He'll make a trade with anybody in the room. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get him in the trade, you get him in a room with the hardest negotiators that never make trades, bro. He'll be like, just take it all. They'll be like, okay.
If he wants something, yeah, that's what I told him, man. If you want great at bat, send me an offer. Like, I mean, shit, I literally just drafted the kid. I'm not trying to trade him right after I drafted him. Like, I drafted him for a reason. I think he's got potential.
Have you looked into this kid?
I looked into him. He looks nice.
He has 3 down capability.
Yeah, he was a 3 down back for fucking Oklahoma.
Yeah, And guess who's franchise tagged? You know what I mean?
Saquon, right. And they don't have any depth. Matt Breed is trash. Gary Brightwell's trash. That's all they've got. fucking
He's not that bright, huh?
hell
He's
no.
not that right.
Hell no. Gray should be the number 2 from jump. And if Saquon holds out, he might start as a fucking rookie. I was like, give me that all day in the 4th round of a rookie draft that they back in because I finished good in that league.
You want to know who I've been nabbing up a lot of too? Like in the 3rd round is my man Chase Brown.
Right, that was who I wanted. That's who I wanted. Gray was my consolation prize. I wanted Chase Brown. He slipped. I'm pretty sure he was an auto pick. Or someone autoed and they got like, damn it.
He's immediately going to be like a fringe flex conversation guy immediately because
I talked about him. Chase Brown, I talked about him in my Bet Nola column today. You know what I put? Well, it drops tomorrow morning, but I'll give a little spoiler for y'all before it drops. This is my line in there. I said he's a Joe Mixon injury away from being a big part of that backfield. And we all know how Joe Mix-a-Lot gets banged up. And he's got the drinking charges and bullshit.
Chase
Brown is in a great spot.
On Monday.
Yeah,
I just took Chase Brown in the startup on Monday, bro.
Yeah, I got. You know what's crazy, bro? Is I was sitting there in the heart to start at the one Tweezy, right? I'm sitting there 112, and I'm not the champ. I actually lost the title, lost the chip last year, fair and square, actually. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting there, and it's like I want Miller the killer, bro. He goes right before me. Mind you, this
Miller the killer, yep.
And this single QB, so all these running backs and all that, they're all going up really high. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Miller the killer's gone. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take my man's here, bro. You know what I mean? And I pulled up Chase Brown just for the fact that like it's dynasty, and I could potentially wait a year, but he's built to be a 60% back. You know what I mean? Like 60% of the workload. You know what I mean? He's 5'11" or 5'10", and he's 210 pounds or whatever. So that's like, that's what you want. You know what I mean? And he's in a Zach Taylor system, bro. Like I love Zach Taylor. You know why I was on Joe Mixon in 2019 when everyone's all mad at him? I went right back to Joe Mixon because they hired Zach Taylor.
Right.
Zach Taylor was coming off of being the OC for the
Todd Gurley. Yeah.
Yeah. And Todd Gurley was the beast those 2 years he was there.
100%. Yeah, I was high on Mix-a-Lot too. Mix-a-Lot was a little bit disappointing though. I remember because I was all in with Mix in his first year with Zach Taylor, but the whole Bengals offense was a freaking dump that year. It was Andy Dalton, it was just a big disaster. But then when they got Joe Burrow, shit turned around, and then Mixon was an RB1 at that point.
Fuck, bro. What about A-Chain?
I don't know about A-Chain. I had a chance to grab him in the rookie draft, but I was a little scared off. I just don't really like. I mean, theoretically, it's a good landing spot because it's an explosive offense, and he's like he could end up the only game in town if Mostert and Wilson get hurt. But I just don't really like his profile because like he's fast, but they're gonna use him like a scat back. I just don't think they're gonna use him enough to be fantasy relevant.
5'9", 185.
That's what I'm saying. It's small, bro. It's small, and it's like I just think he's gonna be like. Remember how Bogey was complaining about Jerick McKinnon not really doing much in Shanahan's system? Like, that's how I kind of see A-Chain. I hate to be negative.
Yeah, but McKinnon never can get on the regular season field, though. That's one thing about McKinnon, though, bro. He always got hurt in preseason.
Hell yeah. Yeah, maybe A-Chain will be good. I mean, he's really fast, and Mike McDaniels is a great play caller. To me, though, there's just too many unknown variables there to where it's like, unless he would fall to like the 3rd round in the rookie draft, I'm probably not going to take him. I'd probably rather take like a Tajay Spears or a Chase Brown, someone that's like, they might not start right away, but when they do get to start, they'll be a clear starter. A-Chain, I feel like, even if Mostert and Wilson get hurt, it'll probably still be a committee. He'll probably be in a committee with Gaskins, that bitch Carol Gaskins, and then fucking Falcon Ahmed. They've got depth there, so it's like I don't know. I'm not really feeling A-Chain.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that take, bro.
But
I love where he landed. Mostert can't stay on the field. Wilson. He play about 8, 9, 10 games, and then he want to go on a 3-game timeout.
Yeah,
give me some fresh legs in Miami, where you got one of the top offenses in the league, especially when Tua's there. You know what I mean? They need some.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like Tua, will Tua be there? And I mean, you got Great White Hope as the backup, which I mean, he's an above average backup, but I gave my H-N take. I mean, that's just how I feel. I'm not gonna switch. That's just how I feel. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, I was all wrong about Jalen Waddle last year, so I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'm not always right, but this H-N thing.
100%.
It's not
Hey,
really
they don't
feeling
really run
it.
that much, huh?
But that's the thing. That's exactly my point, though. That's why Waddle and the Freak were so good last year because they throw like shit. They don't run much.
As long as you're not viewing him to be some load carrier, like he'll just be a strong flex. Like I want the running back that has Tyreek Hill and Waddle to take the top off. You know what I mean?
But see, and that's the thing, though. It depends on how you draft him because if you drafting and redraft, if you going hero RB, then A-Chain might be a motherfucking running back that you want because you going hero RB. So you need that super high flex RB to really be your RB2.
Here's how I'm viewing it.
You
so
win
far. It's because with the best ball, I know we've been doing early as fuck best balls, but the way I've been viewing it, is like if you're not going hero RB, you're going zero RB. You know, I'm finding myself with Damian Pierce, B-Rob the Mob, Isaiah Pacheco,
I like B-Rob,
David Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? Now Ken Walker might
Montgomery. I'm on Montgomery for sure.
He's the new Jamali Mall. He's Jamali Mall.
He's better than Jamal.
I'm all about it. So it's like, and then I'll throw H-N in that mix. I mean, like Chabla, what's his name? Charbonnet? Charbonnet.
Chardonnay.
It's a wine.
That's what we're calling him.
It's a wine. It's a wine called like Cabernet or some shit like that too, though.
Chardonnay, yeah.
That's
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Yeah, Chardonnay could be like in the teens. You know what I mean? Like he could be one of those super late like grabs. You know what I mean? Like kind of how Devin Singletary was going last year. You know what I mean? And like Singletary was still useful. You know what I mean? Like when you're just viewing them as like a flex, right? Like, you know, Kareem Hunt, people were taking him in like the 8th, 9th round last year, and he wasn't any good last year. You know what I mean? There wasn't even injuries neither. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he lands. He's still a free agent.
You know,
Lenny's still a free agent.
Lenny might just have to retire, bro. Lenny,
I think people don't. My theory is that like it really took the GM that drafted him to the Chiefs. It took that guy going to the Browns coincidentally the year after he drafted Hunt, so that when they cut Hunt, he was like, "Come over here, son." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you're a GM, I would imagine if you're a good GM, you're doing character analysis. So when they see this video, it's that guy's like, he's a good kid. I drafted him. I know he's good. You know what I mean? And he was from Cleveland, so it was like, fuck yeah, that's his favorite team. Him and Travis Kelce, they're both Cleveland Browns fans. They're both from that area. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he might just go back to the Browns. I mean, they could use it.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that. Like, you know what I mean? That could just be like where he's like, y'all. You know what I mean?
I'm back.
You know what I mean?
I'm back. Yeah, that's
Give me
give me the
$2 million.
minimum. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the Jerome Ford, though, man. If Jerome Ford, I got him in both dynasties. I kind of hope Hunt doesn't go back, so Ford could be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I think too, though. It's like you gotta believe like when they had Baker, then they were like, yeah, we're gonna feed 2 running backs, right? And now it's like you have Watson, so
yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta throw him. You got Elijah Moore now. It's like, yeah, you're gonna. I don't know. I kind of hope they just let Hunt go, but who's gonna sign Hunt? Where could he fit?
Miami. I wanted Miami early on.
Oh yeah, that's even more reason to fade A-Chain if they bring in Hunt.
Shit, what about Buffalo? We keep hearing that they want Dalvin Cook. Like, I mean, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't draft a running back.
Buffalo shouldn't win.
Oh no, wait. Buffalo, no, scratch Buffalo because
they wouldn't got Henry
they just signed Latavius Murray.
Murray
was a thing last year. Latavius Murray still has some gas in the tank.
He's gonna be back up to Damian Harris though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and then you also got Nyheim Hines, bro. You've got Hines Ketchup, Latavius, Harris, and James Cook. There's no room at the end for Kareem Hunt.
They don't know what the fuck they want to do with their running back.
Hey, I got a spot for y'all. I got a spot right now. This would kill all the Rahamador buzz, but the Patriots, they could use another back because James Robinson, he wasn't shit last year.
Hey, and Kareem Hunt made his debut to the world.
Yeah,
in
against
New
the
England.
Patriots on Thursday night. I was blackout drunk that night. That's all.
Yo.
I remember waking up and be like, "What the fuck, Kareem
Hey, look
Hunt?
at this.
What is this kid? He had over 100 rushing
Yeah.
yards. God damn! I missed all that. I was fucking wasted."
Everybody who had Kareem Hunt and started him that night, they won. Listen, you could agree they won their week, right?
Yeah, he had like 30, 40 points, depending on
He had
the
like
format.
he had like 50 in my format, right? At the time.
Yeah, if it was a hustler format, he probably would have had like 50.
Like
yeah.
80, bro. Would have like 80, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
So
it wasn't. Was it that good? But he had that many
He had
tugs?
140. He had like 140 rushing, another
my
100 plus in
God.
the air. He had like 12 catches,
That's insane,
fucking
son.
3 touchdowns. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he had 148 on the ground, a tug, 98 through the air, 2 more tugs. Holy fuck, you're right. That's
look at
over. That's over
Look
200
at
yards from scrimmage with 3 tugs and 5
I
receptions.
was so happy,
Fuck.
bro. I
That's
was
so
so happy.
insane.
And in hindsight,
Tore
I didn't
up
realize-
Bill.
Look at this. This is amazing because I'm just realizing this right now. In hindsight, I didn't realize that night I won my league, bruh. Because I won those leagues that I had Kareem Hunt that year. You know what I mean?
my mama.
And like
Yeah.
I didn't know that night I didn't just win the week that I won my league that night. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was a wrap.
It's a
Told
league
their ass
winner.
up.
Must be
Oh,
nice. Yeah,
the
just
whole
play
league.
one game up. I got my league one later, y'all. I'm done. I got
I'm
it.
done. Oh, my
I'm
mama.
done, deuces.
I got to slide, my G's. I see y'all later, bro. Y'all be smooth, bro.
Yes, sir. Good chopping it up with you, JD.
Like a
JD,
motherfucker,
yeah.
like always.
Hey, you gotta pull up on one of these Wednesdays, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, when I got the lab set up here. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama, you motherfucker. And then it's likewise
And vice
whenever you
versa.
ready. And when you ready to come pull up on Saturday for the weekend wrap up, bro. Oh, my
Yeah,
mama.
If not this Saturday, the next one. You know what I mean? Because I know there's a bunch of
It's,
basketball.
man, you know you got the open door policy, bro.
I'm
Oh, my
already
mama.
telling
I
you,
see
man.
y'all later, man, in a minute, y'all.
Hell yeah.
And I'll tell you this
Good
much: when the next time I do go back to JD's lab, I'm gonna let them know because you don't just pull up to that hood. You know what I'm saying? You don't come unannounced to that one. I'll tell you that much.
So shit, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up on y'all one of these days. I'm gonna hop on a plane
bro.
and fly out to Sacramento, and I'll be there, and then I could just carpool with
Yeah,
y'all or
you
whatever.
crack, and you already know I got an air mattress, bro. You all good, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that, big shit. We can maybe make that happen this summer.
No, you ain't lying, bro. We're definitely gonna tap that in because, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not. I mean, especially if we plan it ahead, it's not gonna be that much, bro. And we might even be able to do it like that week before we all go to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Right.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, and we'll just fly to Vegas together. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking.
You know what I'm saying? Come out here. You know what I mean? Maybe like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, whichever one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we'll get out. Then we'll fly. Well, you know what I mean? We'll party out here with JD and them out. We'll fuck around in Sac. There's a casino right here.
Right.
And then,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Just a little warm up, right? Then we hit the Vegas thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how I cook some fucking Cajun joints, bro.
Right. And ribeyes. Ribeyes give me money.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll throw some ribeyes and some motherfucking. Also, you know what's fire, bro? Is the motherfucking the gumbo, bro. You know who kills the gumbo is JD.
Ooh, yeah. He was talking about cooking up a gumbo. Yeah, that's
JD kills the gumbo. Like, what was it? April 8th. They had they had the event over there that they have every year, and you know what I'm saying. But I have just moved in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was it? April 8th? No, you know what? I didn't move in yet, but I was out here moving shit slowly. That's what it was.
Right. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. So at Bet Nola, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they doing any fantasy focused like content yet?
Oh, 100%. I do fantasy content all the time for them.
Okay,
I got a column dropping tomorrow about a draft recap, kind of like we're doing tonight. Where I go over all the positions and drop my little isms, So yeah, we got fantasy content, and I got the Tuesday joint. For those of y'all that want to tune in, we got the Tuesday afternoons, the fantasy roundup they call it, where it's me and the co-host Gabe, where we just shoot the shit about fantasy from like
Nice.
30 minutes to an hour anywhere in there. We've been recapping shit, previewing shit. We're pushing that boulder up the hill.
Nice. Where's dude from?
He's from Texas, actually. He's not far from where Peacock's from. He's around the Houston area.
Okay.
So he's not far from Peacock
I
and
think
AJ.
Peacock's like 8 hours. Peacock's like 8 hours from Houston.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because he's right by the border. My bad. Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
he's in that vicinity. He's in that Texas vicinity. Yeah, because remember Peacock was saying like
He can like go visit you.
like we could meet up in Houston. That'd be like a middle ground for us.
Oh, yeah,
Houston's
that's right.
about 8 hours from me, and then if it's 8 hours from him, we could just we'll meet in the middle.
Yeah, I think Peacock said he's like super deep South Texas.
Yeah, he is. He's like right on the Mexican border. He told me where he was from. I forgot the little town, but it's like right on the border.
That shit is crazy, bro. Listen, man, Texas is one of those ones, bro. Like, if they just legalized weed, I probably would live there, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I remember we were talking and saying like, hey, that might be a good spot to get a crib.
Because it's like you can live fat. I mean, like the property
Yeah,
tax,
yeah.
but like the houses are cheaper and fatter. You know
Yeah,
what I
they're
mean?
fatter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or NOLA, I can't say I love NOLA, but it's like the houses. Like, I mean, you got some fat houses, but it's very crowded. Like, it's like not a whole lot of breathing.
Yeah, it's a tuna can in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Or it's a goddamn sardine can. There you go. There it is.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I like NOLA, but yeah, just driving around here, it's like you gotta have your
that's-
head on a swivel. If you slip up the least little bit, you're gonna hit somebody. It's like everyone's like tight.
Yeah, you know what's
Tight
crazy,
butthole.
bro? I literally legit moved out the hood to the suburbs, right? And like it was a trip because me and Candlestick. So it was his daughter's birthday last Saturday, and Candlestick, he's turned, right? You know what I mean? Because even it's funny because when I show up, the party been going on for like 6 hours, right? He's like, man, y'all live 4 houses down the street, and you still show up hella late. I mean, but anyways, I'm trying to catch up because he's already turned. And then, like, you know what I mean? The sun's going down. The kids are all outside. They're all running around, but then the neighborhood kids are out there. And he was like, this is crazy. It's a trip, huh? I'm like, right? Like, because you know what I'm saying? Like, where we were living before, you ain't having your kids run around outside because you got, like, it's just in the hood. But then you also have, like, the motherfucking bums and shit, or like the weather, you know what I mean? Like, the bums is out. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
like the bums is the weather for real, where I came from. You know what I mean? Like you look outside, it's just bum out. It's really coming down. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like the dogs like home, like you know what I'm saying? Homeless, bro. It's coming down, bro. I'm telling you. The bad weather.
It's like bad weather. Like it's coming. It's coming like bad weather. Oh, man.
And it's tight over here, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, but it's still what's crazy is like it's still like dummy ass close to South Sac. It's like a couple lights up and we're in South Sac. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you definitely got to keep your head on the swivel. There's only one target. It's hella funny. So the target's just yanking, bruh. Just popping. Hella people all the time. Because there's one target in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The Walmart's always popping. But then they're going to open up one of them Amazon Prime joints or them Amazon, like, them groceries. Like, so cheers. I don't know. So they got one in Seattle because I know Clock goes to this shit, right? And then one of my girl's best friends live out in Seattle. And then he was talking about that shit. But so I guess like you just put the shit in the cart, bro, and it just rings it up to your account. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's wild. So it's like an Amazon pop-up, basically, like grocery.
Yeah, but it's a whole ass grocery store. And
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, and then we're it's this new ass. They're gentrifying hella shit around here, right? So it's just this new ass plaza, and they're about to have that joint in there. I'm like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's about and also like you can do your pickup and returns there for Amazon shit. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's annoying as fuck. You know what I mean? Having to go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's just right. One place to do it all. And I can get my groceries. You know what I mean? A motherfucking. What's crazy is I was in a Whole Foods not too long ago. And then, like, it just, it came on a loudspeaker. Doom! For Amazon Prime members, you get 20% off and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shit, that's us. Like, oh, shit, they're talking to us right now. We're
That's
Amazon
funny.
Prime members.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Order so much goddamn shit, right? Might as well.
right?
Amazon give me money for real, man. That
Yeah,
motherfucker-
because you got all the kids. Like, yeah, ordering shit all the time. So yeah.
especially when quarantine came around, right?
Oh,
Quarantine-
Amazon got rich off of Well, they were already rich. I mean, but damn, they got
Yeah.
even richer. The rich got richer.
Well, because you know what it was too, because all the smaller companies died, right? And then
Yeah,
they
bro.
couldn't survive the shit, right? A lot of these, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, now all of a sudden, they're the fucking they were already the juggernaut. Now they're just the fucking they're he who remains. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, man, because it's like it's convenient. You know, Amazon's hella convenient, but in a way, it's just, I mean, it's just they're just such a Goliath that, like, part of me feels bad even shopping there because it's just like, man, it's just you're just supporting this beast. I mean, it's crazy how fucking big they've gotten.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick before, and then we'll close this up. Because I know it's getting late for you too, Spence.
Yeah, for sure.
So JSN, we were all really excited about this kid, right?
Yeah.
And then he lands at the Seahawks, which is still a good spot, but like, you know, he might not have this immediate impact. If I'm on win now mode and I was in a draft and I just, you know what I mean, I took JSN, like I'm flipping them for whoever's the believer, but that's gonna give me like multiple players. Like I'm right now, I got one JSN in the league 2 Hus. And I'm trying to get like Cooper Cup plus, like, or like I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm gonna see if I can get him on Raw. Like, just, you know, maybe I'll throw in something with Jason, trying to get him on Raw. Like, I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
I hear you 100%, Bogey. I'm with you on that because yeah, JSN. That's another thing I mentioned in my column about long-term outlook. I said I like JSN long-term.
Who's the QB gonna be? Right?
I think they'll handle it. They'll handle it. They'll get
when you can
somebody
run,
decent.
I mean, there's a lot of guys who you might need a QB, but when you can run routes like JSN, he's got like one of the best like reception, perception, you know, numbers wise.
Yeah, he'll be QB proof. Yeah,
There
I like him long term.
There's my selling point.
In a couple years, once Lockett is too old, like he'll be a thing. But for this year, if I'm in win now mode, I don't want JSN. He's a long term. He's a long game player.
You might be able to get You might be able to get like a Devontae Adams plus a future first.
Yeah, Mike Evans. Mike Evans be a good one to target. Just like
I mean,
older.
see, I'm not fooling with Mike Evans, but I'm saying like someone who's gonna get.
Devontae Adams is like much better.
He's a 30% target market share. Even
because Mike Evans with Baker, that might be a disaster. So yeah, Devontae Adams is someone, even with Jimmy, that should still be a target hog. And because he's getting older, you'll be able to get him in a discount.
But I'm still trying to get like a first. Like, because if the hype is real and that person,
2024 first, and then you could get the 24 class is supposed to be really nice. You could maybe get Marvin Harrison Jr. He's the next Ohio State guy in line.
Yeah, but you need a 101 or 102 for that. That one's gonna be tough.
Well, I don't know though, because I mean, you've also got. I don't think Marvin's gonna go that high because you've got Caleb Williams from USC, Drake May from North Carolina, and also that Georgia tight end, bro. This Georgia tight end, not Darnell Washington, the one that comes out in 24. This dude is a fucking beast. He's gonna be the next Gronk. I'm telling y'all.
I think people are just way too hyped on Harrison right now. I mean, he's hyped more than Bijan was this year already.
Well, yeah, because he's Marvin Harrison's son. So, he'll probably.
He is being touted as one of the best prospects coming out of college.
He's great. I'm trying to find this Georgia tight end. Yeah, Brock Bowers. This motherfucker. He had 942 yards as a tight end. In his freshman year, he had 882. 13 tugs, bro. I'm telling you, this Brock Bowers, bro. I'd be tempted to take him over to QB.
Hold on. Wait a second.
That kid is fucking special.
His name is Brock Powers?
Bowers.
Oh, Bowers.
Yeah, BB, Brock Bowers, yep.
It rhymes with Powers, bro. Fuck yeah.
They fucking ain't
Powers, I was about to go nuts.
Austin Bowers. That's Austin Bowers. We're not Austin Powers. Austin Bowers.
He's a strange
Brock
cousin.
Austin Bowers. Yeah.
Groovy.
Oh, what? Yeah, I'm telling you, that kid. That's what you see. Yeah, PB and waivers back me up. Yeah, he is, bro. He's gonna be amazing. He's gonna be He's gonna be what we thought what we wanted Kyle Pitts to be. That's what he's gonna be.
One thing that I do know, regardless of the people coming out, because it almost doesn't matter. Every year is always like, this is the best class ever. You know, there's always going to be a group of people who say that no matter what. In some ways, they may be right, but I think I got let down a little bit after a lot of the landing spots after this.
Yeah, I can tell y'all this. So 24 is going to be better than 23.
Heard it before.
I'm serious.
Before. Hold on. I've even said that before.
But this time I mean it.
I mean, like, you know what's crazy is that last year when everyone was like hyping up, like, you know, bro, Bijan Robinson, whoop, and all these guys, you know what I'm saying, coming out JSN and this and that, they're hyping them up. I was like, yeah, well, I got a 2023 first for you. You know what I mean? Like, you got to find, like, there's 11 other people in the league normally, right? Normally it's 12 teams. There's going to be somebody that wants that motherfucker to willing to pay for it. I'm just willing every night. I just shoot out all the offers, bro. And
that's why you got no picks. You got no 23 picks.
Never.
Yeah, Zach was making fun of you. He was like, Bogey doesn't even have a pick in our rookie draft.
Ever.
But what up, Hassan? Hey, it's
happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, homie.
Hey, happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Sir.
Uh-oh. Hess said, grade the trade. Deshaun for Bijan. I have Hurts, Gino, and I just drafted Bryce. And I need an RB in Dynasty Superflex.
I'm not mad at it. I would have tried to. I'm pretty sure he probably tried to start with Gino first.
Yeah.
Right. And then he had to pivot, or you know, he had to move to the better QB. But the fact, see, I was just saying this on an earlier show, right? When you have a luxury, screw everybody else and what they say, right? I got a luxury. I'm about to flip this for what I need. You know what I mean? Everybody needs QB. Like the fact that if you have more than three, if you have 3 or 4 QBs, you know the fact that you have 3 or 4, someone's hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
go find that person. You know what I mean? And they give you what you got.
I would have rather had Deshaun. I mean, it's just it's the QB versus the running back, but yeah, I mean, Hurts and Gino. I mean, they could get the job done. Deshaun is kind of a luxury there,
okay, look at this.
Especially if you drafted in where you got him later.
In one of the teams where I adopted the orphan last week, this dude, one of the dudes, I made 2 trades with him so far. And the first one was Blockbuster already. He needed QB. I have 4 QBs. I had Ritter, fucking Cousins, Tua, and Lance. So I'm like, okay. And he's like trying to get Tua. I'm like, listen, I got Ritter for you. He's gonna start. He's like, I gotta see what happens in this draft. Right? The draft's done. I'm like, I told you Ritter's the starter, right? And he's like, okay. And I want CMC, you know, plus he has some IDPs, I think it was like Jacoby Dean or whatever it was. Whatever. Either way, package deal. But I send him, and, you know, boom, we get it done. So now he has Ritter and Stafford, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna circle back and move him Howell somehow, some way. Because I forgot I had Sam Howell. I had 5 QBs. So I'm like, if I got Sam Howell just sitting in that taxi, I'm about to move him because now he'll have 3 QBs, right? But I'm like, screw that. I draft CJ Stroud, and I'm like, now I still want Stafford in return too. You know what I mean? And because the perception on Stafford, it's funny. I've been getting a lot of offers in different leagues. People trying to send Stafford in the leagues that Huss doesn't have him at least, right? Because Huss got Stafford everywhere, bro. But like people don't like Stafford right now, so it's like basically a throw-in. I'm like, and I'd rather have Stafford as like, you know, one of my options on a bye week connected to that offense. You know what I mean? The fact that he's a luxury, and he probably wouldn't even make it to my roster by the end of the year, by the start of the year, because you know what I'm saying. There's gonna be somebody that's hurt or in need of a third, and I'm never asking too much when it's a fucking luxury. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But that Sam Howell one though, he wasn't alone, right? I sent Sam Howell and DeAndre Swift because I said this today too earlier on the show. I said there's 11 other motherfuckers in this league. I'm gonna move Swift. That there's gonna be somebody who loves Swift, and I'm gonna find that person. And it was the same dude though, you know what I mean? And he was willing to come off an Eckler for that, you know what I mean? So in the package deal.
Idiot. Man, me and JD, when you're on to hop off, me and JD were talking about how Swift, even though he landed in Philly, that's not a good spot.
I mean, for no, I was listening to y'all breakdown because I had it on, but I was like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, but yeah, I was listening to our breakdown. I mean, because they don't really throw it to them, really, right?
They don't throw it in. They've got goal line backs. I mean, what the fuck good is Swift?
And you know who's the guy that fucks it all up for everybody? Boston Scott. He just fucks
That's what
it
I'm
for
saying.
everybody.
Because even if Penny gets hurt, I mean, Boston Scott's gonna take over that role. And then you got Gainwell still there. Yeah, fuck Swift. I want no part of Swift.
I don't think Penny makes the active roster when we get to the year. I think he's like just on the practice squad, just sitting there. You know what I mean?
I think he gets hurt in preseason, torn something out for the year. That's what I think.
It's always getting hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I hate to be a hater, but I'm being real. I'm not being a hater. I'm being a realist. Rashad Penny is not staying healthy.
Fuck Rashad Penny. Come on.
He's terrible. He gets hurt every year. I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, he's a great talent, but his body it fails him every year. It's sad. I mean, he's a great talent. If he was healthy, I'd love Penny, but he's never healthy.
Hey, you know what though? He is everything his little brother Elijah Penny wanted to be. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, at least he got a rookie contract and he got a second contract, you know, a couple 1-year deals. I mean, he should be doing pretty decent financially. Just hope arthritis doesn't make his later years miserable, because I'm sure he's gonna deal with a lot of shit having all these fucking knee injuries. Because he'll smoke that good. He'll be all right.
I mean, players can get high as fuck now.
Exactly. Oh, especially once you retire, I mean, fuck it. Like, I mean, if he has some pain, like, I'll just smoke the good, and hopefully not have it be too bad.
Yeah, but yeah, well, shit. I mean, if y'all, we could put a bow on this one.
Yeah, let's put a bow, man. It's almost midnight on mine. I need to take a shower and go to sleep. But yeah, it was fun rocking, man. It was great to be back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right. We're back. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to keep. We promised to bring a more uniform show. I'm glad we got to just chop it up tonight and just shoot the shit like normal.
Yeah, it's gonna getting our feet wet tonight. Yeah, we'll get some more structure as we go.
We'll get because we're about to bring back the concept shows. You know what I'm saying? What new concept every week? Just one concept, right? And just rock it for like a 60-minute type of fucking, you know what I mean? Mayhem. That's how I envision it. You know what I mean? But yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
In the morning.
Peace out, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line, yeah. Been around, peep the archives, yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's hard time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, we living that. We make plays every day, yeah.